And welcome everyone to another Wednesday night Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream. I am Finity, and you are probably wondering where Ranger is. Well, there is Ranger. And Ranger, are you back up and running? So for those of you that aren't aware what was going on, yeah. So for those of you that aren't aware of what is going on, Ranger during the pre-stream lost his internet, and so I am trying to get everything up and running here. We had Rangers all set up and ready to go. You are seeing kind of the new skin and everything that we had set up, but yeah, we're gonna try and do our best here with a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we are RSG. That is what we do. So let's introduce everybody. Let's go ahead and start with Mr. Grande Patron.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be here.
We have Ranger. Yeah, there you go. That's Ranger. And then you have a new face here that you may have seen over the weekend, and we're going to talk a lot about all the weekend. That is the one and only Mr. Rose Taco.
Hi. That's me.
So that's Rose Taco, and if you guys weren't aware, we are coming back from our weekend in Orlando, where we were doing our half marathon for Disney and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah, so I realized, Ranger, I didn't get a chance to update Restream or any of that. I was going to do that during the stream, and then I had to get everything set up. And Restream, I think, is saying we're streaming Battlefront 2 on Twitch. So
I updated it. It should be updated.
Is it? Okay. I didn't check it, so...
Yeah, it's updated. Yeah, I did. It's good.
Okay, good.
I updated. Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I'm trying to... You guys, bear with me. The internet is being just completely wonky, so I can't see anything. So...
Don't worry. So I'm holding down the fort until Ranger is back and up and running, and then we'll kind of take
it. May not be for the rest of the night. It's like a major outage, so as the internet's going out, it's affecting tons of people. So I don't know if I'll be here for how long or what the hell's going on. So
no worries, but
I'll do the best.
In RSG fashion, when we have technical difficulties, we find a way to trudge on, and so that is what we are going to do.
That's right.
And we are no strangers to technical difficulties. Let's just put it that way. So welcome, guys. There is a lot happening, and really a lot has happened kind of in a very short time span. We actually came back to a bunch of different news, and we kind of had a live stream that we did yesterday with regards to some of that stuff. But let's go ahead and get through some of the mechanisms and all of that fun stuff. So again, this is the Reality Skewed Gamers channel. Thank you very much for watching. We have a lot of different ways that you guys can support us. We have our Patreon. We have our Twitter, where you guys can interact with us. We don't have a Twitter question today because we're going to talk a lot about what we did over the weekend, so you guys can ask us anything you guys want about that, and then bear with me as I get the questions and stuff. We also have Super Chat. And I'm gonna see, actually, while we're streaming right now, I'm gonna do it right now. So let me see if
I can't even pull the questions. So
don't worry, I'm gonna try something right now. So we had it all set up where if you did Super Chat and stuff, your name would stay on the screen and all of that. And then now it's all gone. I'm gonna try to get that up here. But if you guys would like to donate through Super Chat, we'll read all of your responses and all of that fun stuff too. So we'll still do all our typical things. And we're going to make the shout-out word of the day technical. Technical. Because we are suffering from technical difficulties. It just seems like the most appropriate thing to do today. So, shout-out word of the day is technical. We'll go ahead and give you guys a shout-out in a little bit here. But with that, let's see. We did have a video of the week, but we're not able to get it up right now. But the video, if you guys haven't checked it out, McVenom was streaming a lot on our Facebook page. And so if you guys didn't check it out, she was Facebook living pretty much almost the entire time, I think, from when we were in Disney. So that was really great if you guys had checked that out. We also posted a bunch of different videos, and there was one video where it was after the race, and we were all completely exhausted. Like, it was really bad how exhausted we were. Grande, how are you feeling after all of that insanity?
I'm better now, man. I'm all good now. Yeah. It took me about a day, but yeah, we're good.
I mean, my legs are still a little
How
sore,
about
but
you?
not nearly as bad as when
Yeah.
we were doing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how about you, Rose Taco? Rose Taco finished, and he I think he would have finished either first or second in our group if he had run.
You're
But
good.
Rose Taco was awesome.
I mean, my legs are still a little
with
still sore,
about
but
you?
not nearly as bad as.
where am I running?
Yeah.
Oh, I know where I'm running. Hold on. There we go. Okay. There we go. I was echoing for a second. So, Rose, how are you feeling?
I am feeling good. I hung back with Ranger, keep him company, trying to keep him on pace for as long as I could. We got to about 6.5, and then he's like, "I'm just going to continue until they kick me out," and so I went on ahead. But yeah, I'm got about tomorrow. I'm going to start up my workout again.
Very nice. And
Right.
I've been doing the
I may be
opposite.
able to give this a shot, Finn, if you want to try.
All right, you wanna pick it up?
Yeah, if you want to hit. Now, I don't know if you hit stop streaming, if it'll have to create a new event. That's the problem.
Nope, it shouldn't.
All right, so go ahead and stop, and then I'll hit pick it
All right,
up.
guys, we're gonna switch here. Ranger's gonna pick up the. All right, I think Ranger, you picked it up.
It's not picking up. It's still fluctuating.
It
Yeah, I
switched
think
over.
It definitely took your stream, but yeah, it's buffering.
Yeah, so it's being a little wonky. Let me
Okay,
look
so
here.
maybe
Hold
I
on,
just-
hold on. Let me see. It could be picking up. I think we might be good.
I think we're good.
Let's give it a minute here, guys. Nope, there it goes. It's the outages. It's like I'm getting some internet, but the other part is not. So I don't know if it's just. Give it a second here. Let's see if I
Okay.
can get a
Do you
consistent.
want me to take it?
Let's give it another 30 seconds. See what happens.
Looks good.
Is it running, Rose? What are you seeing on yours?
I'm seeing non-buffering. People are moving.
Yeah, it looks okay here.
Okay, watch it carefully. If you see any buffering or anything, let me know.
It's getting little choppy, but nothing. It looks okay.
Yeah, I'm looking on Twitch. It looks okay. I'm not getting anything. So bear with us, guys. I can't control the internet. Unfortunately, there's a major outage in my area. So some people are having major problems with the internet. So, all right. So we'll give this a shot. If it starts getting crazy, let us know. And we will switch back over to Finn doing this. So, sorry about that, guys. That's just out of our hands. That has nothing to do with us. You can see we've got the thing, Finn, the new one we did, the skin with all the donors and stuff. It's not showing up.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
I see Streamlabs. It probably logged you out of Streamlabs or something.
Do I need to?
You'll probably need to log in, but we can deal with that later. We'll get it.
Oh, well, we had set all that up. But all right, well, that sucks. So welcome to the Wednesday show. You can email Comcast, tell them that they suck ass.
Um,
God dang it.
Oh.
I'm sure introductions are done. Stuff. Let's get to the technical side.
And yeah, everything is clear now because Ranger is streaming. There's a reason. When we say everything goes back into the stream and we pay for the internet and stuff, that's all on Ranger's end. So when I stream, you can kind of tell the difference as to where everything is going.
I mean, the one thing that's out of our control is two things: YouTube being wonky and Comcast being wonky. I can't control those two things.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
on our end is beautiful, but I can't control.
The lack of internet.
Yes. So, welcome to the stream. It's Wednesday night. It's time to get the hell down. I am in one of those kind of moods. I just saw the Darth Malak stuff. Ranger Rant's coming. Let me just tell you right now, Ranger Rant's coming. It is over time. CG has lost their effing mind. They have
Really?
lost their goddamn mind. If I'm reading that correctly, I am pissed off. So get ready for Ranger events.
We probably need to reread everything.
I'm going to reread everything, but if I read what I just read correctly,
Do we want to start at 4 o'clock? I guess 4:50.
I want to make sure. So I'm going to read it myself to you guys. But if I read what I just saw correctly,
You want to start with the Bastila Shan stuff?
no, I don't give a crap about that. That's not
That's just
here
because
or there.
We're complaining that Darth Revan was beating Jedi Knight Revan too easily.
I thought it was important.
It's very
We'll
important.
get to it. We'll get
Then
to
they
it.
dropped the Malak crap. Game on like Donkey Kong. I guess CG just, they miss me yelling at them and screaming. The fans have been wanting it. I'm here to provide our community what they want, and that is quality entertainment by going down the throat of CG. When they mess
All right,
up,
just tell me
they
what
mess-
post you're going to first.
Well, we're not
Like,
going there yet. We got some technical stuff we got to do first, Grande. So we have to make sure you guys subscribe. We are live on Twitch. So I've got Frosty Unicorn in there, and I got J Baxi. Welcome, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Nothing I can do about it. But we are live. So if you haven't followed us on Twitch, you can. And the good thing is we hit all our markers on Twitch, guys. You guys can now give us bits. Is that what it's called? Bits. If you want to donate, Finn, you know how that works better than I do. If you want to explain,
We're still no.
it's still, yeah. So if you want to, you can do stuff there on Twitch now. So also on YouTube, we've got the Patreon set up, or not Patreon, but the Super Chat. If you want to leave funny little things and say stuff in there, throw some money at us. Trust me, we put it all back into the stream. Go ahead and do that. That's set up for you guys. Everybody likes to say certain things at certain times. Everything will flash on the screen. We'll make sure that it's covered. If you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, please do. Patreon and our supporters there. Shout out to Mas Kanata, who upped her Patreon today. Wanted to make sure I got that name out there. So thank you, Mas Kanata, for everything you did, and by increasing to $40 a month. Love you, Mas Kanata. And that's stuff we put back into the stream and what we use to make sure that we have the top stuff for you guys. So that's why we do what we do. Also, I think that covers everything. I think technical wise, subscribe, give us a thumbs up on the video, help spread our content out to the YouTube world, spread the word about RSG. You know, we do this, we do a ton of shows, guys. It's not just this one. It's Monday through Friday from 12 to 1. We're doing Ron's reviews. We're doing Grand
put it in
Arena.
your guild chats, man.
We are doing all kinds of stuff. We're the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Hero community. Nobody puts out more live streams than us. So if you like the content, spread the word. Help us get to higher. We're over 4,000 subscribers, and that's a big shout out to you guys. We were able to do what we did for ACS and raise the money that we did because of you guys. So when I'm sitting there suffering in that marathon, it's because I'm doing it for you guys, and I'm doing it because ACS is an amazing charity. So this is the stuff that we do for the community and stuff. And you can see the new layout. Patreons are all up top. We got some cool stuff on the bottom there where you can find us on our Twitch, our YouTube, our Twitter. We have Facebook. We're eventually going to be doing Facebook Live. So if you guys are on Facebook, we'll have that up and soon. We've got a lot of photos and videos, Finn, right, of Disney that's going to be going on Facebook as soon as we can get it all organized.
Yeah, we've been organizing everything, so we're gonna have a bunch more for those of you guys that are on the ACS Discord. We're gonna have some that are gonna go public. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot that we're gonna start.
And I'm
out
losing signal again.
in terms of content. Plus, all the stuff we did for the challenges and all of that, we have a lot of that ready to go as well. So it's gonna be a lot.
If we get a little bit of buffering, just bear with us. I'm dealing with a outage in the area for our internet. It's going in and out, but it's better than Finn's. Finn's internet sucks. We can all agree.
Mine
Finn,
is consistent. It gets a little fuzzy, so you have to like force
it's
it.
crappy. Bang bang! It's crappy.
The money goes to your internet for the streaming.
So it's going in and out. Just bear with us. It's oh Lord, here we go. It's doing this little funky stuff. Getting a little bit of funky chicken action going on with the stream all of a sudden. So
It looks fine here.
all right, so they'll let me know if there's anything going on. I'm monitoring the chat, so if that happens, let me know as well. So if you get any kind of
It just started buffering on me.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
oh Christ, here we go.
And Twitch also. They both just started buffering.
Yeah, I'm down. It's saying 0 now all of a sudden.
Okay, you may take over.
Let's see if it comes back. Give it a few seconds, then you can take back over. Unbelievable. Now it's come back. Okay. bear with. It's
And
gonna be
we're
like, yeah, it's gonna keep doing this. So until they figure out what the hell they're doing, this is what's gonna happen, guys. So, all right, that's all the stuff out of the way. We've got the shout out word of the day, which is technical, which makes absolute sense since we're dealing with this nonsense. So, I have not ranted yet. So we're gonna get those shout out words in. Finn, what are we doing with the shout out words and stuff?
Let's do the Patreon shoutouts. I'll collect all of the other names, and we can do that after the meta report because you're getting ready to rant. So I don't think we need to stand in the way of that.
No. But
As a reminder, Ranger, I'm just going to throw you on there. I think we're being hosted by the ACS channel on Twitch.
Oh! There goes his huge rant. Now it's just a little rant.
Just letting you know. A reminder.
Just FYI. Little
We have a nice little
FYI.
partnership with them and all that. So.
So he's gonna have to tone it down a little bit.
Just clean up the words. Same angriness.
Just bleep
clean up the
yourself.
words.
Just bleep it.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more.
Use some fudger and
I'll use frack.
frack. There you go.
Frack and shoot and gosh darn and Jilly Willikers.
Go up. Battlestar Galactica on it.
All right, so I'm gonna do the shout outs of our Patreons, and then we'll do the chat shout outs. I'll be collecting them here, and we'll do it after the meta report. And I'll give Grande. I'll give you those names so you can do the shout out.
Perfect.
So
We had two shout outs, and make sure we're checking Twitch, please. Finn, I'm seeing shout out words in there.
Yes, I got them.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting it. And it's actually funny. Rastigi was saying, "Is this going to be the first Twitch Ranger rant?" Yes.
Not an epic one.
Well, it may be, but we'll see. Ranger bleeping himself would be using frack and shoot would be actually pretty epic. Okay, so the shout out to all of our patrons: AliX12, Bimasu, Chopper BZ, Clone Troop 211, Contingent 33, Corinth, Dangerfield, Darth Teflon, Darth Allen 0885, Darth Bob, 28, Drewman 95, Aroc 123, Hogzilla, Ibong Hard, It Poops Bombs, Maz Kanata, Moss Mike, Ouchie Dumpling, Ray Rock, Rose Taco, Revenator, Sanely Red, Shadow Veil, Sith Lord, Slashman Rhodes, Spaceman Tim, Tangent, Talawak, Tenebris, The Tor, Walter Arnold, War Bobby, and Zarathustra.
Hey, we love you guys.
Loki, are you here?
He's come in and out a couple times. I've seen him.
I know he was going to be busy today, so I see him in
Sure.
the chat, but I don't know if he's going to be able to talk. So
We do have
Hopefully-
the video of the week. Did we talk about that?
I didn't because I didn't have the video of the week.
I
You do.
do, and this is
I see it now. That's us.
this is us after the race, and I look like
Yeah.
I got beat the hell up by a tractor
If you want to
trailer.
see McVenom in bed, watch that video.
Yeah.
And Xylo's on there.
I think we're all in like shock, and I just had like the apprentice just letting him crawl all over me, and I was just like, I'm just gonna lay here like a lump of crap. So that was crazy how sore and tired we were. You can see Xylo's in there and his lovely wife. Center Jedi brought the apprentice, had a blast. We got some great photos of me and the apprentice at the ACS counter, like just giving away free stuff.
That was pretty cool.
And I couldn't move, so you just see the apprentice sitting there just laughing because I'm just sitting there just like dead to the world with the apprentice sitting there with me. So it was really fun. And okay, so we got everything good. We're looking good so far, so I haven't had any issues with the internet yet. I'm watching for it, so I'm just waiting for that next poopalicious internet connection to come in. Because when it happened, we were doing the pre-stream, and all of a sudden it's just gone. And then I can't check anywhere but my phone, so I had to type in and see if there's an outage, and it's like, it may affect your area, it may not. I'm like, it's saying thousands of people are affected. What do you mean it may or may not affect me? Good Lord. If it's affecting Roswell, it's affecting Sandy Springs, so kiss my ass. Alright, so, I think that's all the technical stuff. We did for initial shout-outs. Well, here it is. Showdown at Starforge. I'm just going to head and do that. Lovely T. T's not joining us tonight, right? McVenom?
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay.
She is not.
I think she's dealing with some kids that have...
sick kiddos.
Yeah, so
I hope she feels... I'm going to miss her being on the stream, and I hope her kiddos feel better.
Alright, hi Holotable Heroes. We wanted to start by congratulating our esteemed puzzle solvers on the first half of the clue, which resulted in the below image. While they're still working on the second half of the puzzle, which will reveal more about Darth Malak, we want to share with you the requirements of the event. So, great image, cool. Whether they solve it or not, but we're guessing they will inside the next couple of hours. The Stars 4 Showdown begins this Friday, 4/12, with 2 phases which can be completed in whatever order you choose. This is a completely new event type and will be more complicated and difficult than any event we've run before. In the first battle, you will face Darth Malak using Jedi Knight Revan and any 4 of the characters needed to unlock Jedi Knight Revan: Bastila Shan, Jolie Bindu, T3M4, Mission, and Zalbar. The second battle will require Darth Revan with any of the 4 that unlock Darth Revan: Canerus Ordo, Karth Onasi, Juhani, HK-47, and Bastila Shan Fallen. Darth Malak shards will appear in the Guild event store when you unlock Darth Malak at 5 stars. To reiterate, this will be an extremely difficult battle, and for the first time in an event, you'll need each of your characters to be at least 17,500 power to enter.
That's pretty tough on some of these guys.
And this is where Ranger starts getting very angry.
Yep.
You also have a limited time to complete this achievement and earn Darth Malak. This event will start Friday, 4/12, and run through Sunday, 4/14.
2 days.
2 days. And let me just see if I can do this event.
Effectively 3 days, because you get all of Friday, all of Saturday, and all of Sunday. So it's kind of 3 days.
So, Canerus Ordo, let me just look at where he's at. Nope, I need 500 more. Jesus. Unbelievable. And
you might be able to do that with some mods, though. Is he all like
he's modded, gold modded.
He's gold modded? Okay.
Juhani, nope, she's not going to get it because she's only 15,000. She's gear 11. HK-47, the Fallen Bastila, I do have because I did their Zetas. Canerus Ordo, I think, is... He has a Zeta. He's 18,000. So... So I've got Canerus Ordo, Karth Onasi, HK-47, Bastila Fallen. I might be able to pull this off somehow, some way, because you need 17,500 power just to enter. That doesn't even... any 4 of the characters... Oh my god.
But you need 4 of each of the different ones.
Yeah, no, Bastila, Jolie are good. Zalbar and Mission are good. I've got it on the light side because I did those characters a while ago. But here's the thing. And I've got to control my language because we have the lovely ACS folks who I adore, so I will keep it clean. This is BS. Are you kidding me with this CG? Really? I've seen you guys do some money grabs before, but this one takes the cake. Congratulations. Y'all suck officially. Y'all have done some crazy crap in the past. And I understand the difficulty of the event, I'm all for. I don't think anybody is going to argue that getting Malak should be hard as heck. See how I'm not cussing Finn? You should be very proud of me right now. I'm trying really hard not to let what I really think come out. But this is the most blatant cash grab I have ever seen you guys do. 2 days on characters that we had to use to unlock him, but what was the priority? After you unlocked them, the gear requirements you put for Revan and the rest of these guys to use in Arena and other places is crazy, outrageous. But we accepted it because we said, all right, they're going to try to slow down the pace of Darth Revan and these characters, yada, 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 bada boom, bada bing. but this is the biggest pile of horse blank, bleepity blank, frickety frack you hard. I'm probably going to be able to do it. Now, doesn't mean I'm going to get them, but I'm thinking about all the rest of the community. Holy crap. What is this garbage? Who thought of this? Who thought of this? 17,500 power to enter. I'm just looking at what I need for Canderous to get him there, and I'm like, eh.
You're gonna have to Zeta him in order to get it.
I know, and I don't have a Zeta to use because I had no idea this was coming. I could have put the Zeta on, and I would have had 4 characters. So Karth is good, HK47 is good, Bass is good. I got to figure out some way to get the closest one I have is Canderous Ordo. Oh my god. I have today and tomorrow, the next day to do it. Thanks, CG.
Am I allowed to disagree with you on something? Really
No. Because this is garbage.
Well, there's...
Is it worse, Finn? If you play Devil's Advocate, Finn, I'm going to go crazy.
No, I'm not playing Devil's Advocate. The only thing I'm going to say is that I don't see how this is a money grab.
You don't see how this is a money grab, Finn? What would you call this then? Please, wise Finn, please explain to me how this is not a blatant money grab. Because you got...
Stupid.
It's
This is just flat out stupid.
Okay,
and here's the reason why.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Every time they've had characters
I apologize to Finn because
as
I was angry.
prerequisites for another character, you realize they released that event again, right? So who are you really making money off of for this event? Because if you don't have Jedi Knight Revan and you don't have Darth Revan, people aren't going to be paying. So now, if this is really a money grab, you are money grabbing off of a small percentage of the entire population that has both Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan. Do you realize how small a percentage that is? Right? The only people that have Darth Revan are the really, really high-end free-to-play players, right? The ones that are getting like high in arena and everything, were able to save the crystals, or it was the whales that already have all of the gear. So who are they cash grabbing off of? I don't see what the purpose of this is at all. It seems like the most asinine concept to release a character. I'd be fine if they said, like, all of these prerequisites, right? I'm okay with all of these prerequisites, even if they made it this difficult. I don't even actually have an issue with that. My problem is it should have come out in 3 months when Darth Revan is released again. That's when you get the cash grab. That's when people will pay in order to get Darth Revan characters, and then get Darth Revan, and then get Malak. I don't see where the money grab is in this.
No, the money grab is in the gear, guys.
Big time.
It's not in the character.
It's straight up
card.
gear. It's crystals for gear.
It's just straight up gear. It's a straight up gear grab, man. What they're trying to do is
gear pack.
Yep.
Are they going to gear packs?
Yeah, it's going to be all the crystals
I'm
from
sure they're going to put gear packs, but I don't see how they're going to get that much money off of that small of a percentage of the entire population to do this.
I'm going to tell you right now. The whale shipments, aka the weekly shipments, refresh in 1 day and 5 hours. I can guarantee you people are going to be blowing that up. Blow it up because it refreshes in 1 day and 5 hours, which means people are going to be buying everything they can now out of that shop. You could you could easily spend, right, another probably $100-200 in there today, and then go back in there tomorrow or in 29 hours and spend another $200-300 in there.
Well, on 2 Gear 12 Plus pieces, that's 13,000 crystals.
Yeah.
So that's easy $400 right there on 4 vaults.
Yeah, I can't even do his...
But you only need 4 of the characters.
I know, but a lot of the characters... I mean, think about this. Now, I'm not worried about the Jedi Knight Revan stuff.
I'm going to tell you right now, I have 5 characters that don't meet that threshold right now.
How close are you on them?
Oh, they're all close enough. Plus, I have a feeling that if I Zeta a couple of them, it'll push them over.
That's my point.
Yeah, but not everybody has Zetas.
But yeah,
Not everybody
but
has
as
Yeah,
Zetas,
but
not
you can
everybody's.
always
It's going to be
remod.
gear.
I mean, so we've said for a while, right?
No, but some of these guys you can't remod. I'm going to tell you right now, Canderous Ordo is sitting there at gear 11 with all gold mods, and he don't make it.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it either. I mean,
I'm
the only
telling you
the only
right now,
chance I got is to get him to gear 12, and I need.
I'm gonna have to buy that stinking piece.
Yeah, I
Right.
am too.
You
And
got to
it
gear 12 your
pisses me-
guys.
You got to gear 12 at least. Some of them.
So my Andrus Ordo is gear 12, but he doesn't have any of the gear 12 pieces on him, and he's all gold modded, and he's only sitting at 17,200. And I didn't.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to. Yeah, so you're gonna have to throw extra stuff on it.
I don't know what to do here. I mean,
That's insane.
because Juhani
Yeah.
is
The bayonet on for sure.
I mean, I'm not even close with her. I mean, I could put a couple pieces on, but she's going to be, if I did her, she'd be in the 16,000 range. I still don't have her Zeta either. And I'm thinking tomorrow we'll get Zetas, but it ain't going to be that much. There's no events coming up that's going to give us Zetas. So just, good God in heaven.
I
What
mean,
a-
you gotta
what
have
a-
had this. Yeah, you
What
gotta
a
have.
crock
had this.
of crud. I was gonna
I'm
say-
not saying they're not going to make money. I just don't see how they're making more money than if they release this in a few months, when people would pay for the characters of Darth
Because of
Malak,
this. A lot of the
that,
players,
and then also have to pay for gear.
because
I think it's because of the refunds. That's what it is.
I don't know
They
what.
released it, you're not going to have people complaining and asking for refunds. So that's the way I see it.
I mean, so the reason they're doing this is like people like me, Finn, that had saved up all their crystals and went through all their crystals and all their gear, right? Trying to get these characters up. I'm still working. My priority was finishing, and I got Revan and HK and Bastila with the Zetas and
We
everything.
haven't even talked about the other half of this, which is you get them at 5-star, and then you better have Guild Event Store currency
Right.
saved.
So that's the other part of this. But I mean, it's just ridiculous, man.
But here's
I mean,
the deal: he'll
God.
probably work at 5-star.
Oh,
I
I'm
think-
sure he will.
Well,
I've got to figure out some way to get some crystals to be able to finish up Karth, because if I get him to gear 12, then I got a fighting shot. I'll have to put some like mods on him and stuff. I mean, the character Juhani's out for me. Now T3's out, but I hate T3. But my Basila's 12, Jolie's 12, Mitch and Zalbar 12. That's not a problem. But I'm looking at this not just from my perspective. I'm just thinking about the player base. Like all the resources that we just went through. They do this shit and stuff. I almost said it. They do this all the time, where they do an event like Chewie and then they drop some garbage like this right afterwards, where they did Jedi Knight Revan. You know,
I mean, it's a whale panic. I mean, look.
this is
I-
a whale panic.
this is.
I mean,
completely.
There's gonna be some dolphins that are close, because there's a lot of us like me that are really close. Do you make that choice?
This is a flat out trying to get
you
the
have
high
to make
spending
it.
system.
You have to make it in the next 29 hours, because you have to buy everything you need out of the weekly shipments today or tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
And then you got to buy everything you need out of the weekly shipments when it refreshes too, in order to make it work. I mean, I could probably do it effectively.
I'm
What's
so
going to have
angry.
to happen is I'm going to throw stuff on T3. I'm going to throw stuff on Canderous. I'm going to throw gear on Juhani. I'm not going to throw gear on Mission or Zalbar, and I'm going to Zeta Mission and Zalbar to make it happen.
See, I don't have enough Zetas to do that, which
I understand,
sucks.
but I'm just telling you what I'm going to do just to get them over the threshold,
Complete
right?
challenges. What are my?
See,
I've got.
I'm actually lucky this time. I've been behind on every event, and I've always had a panic farm the characters to get like Jedi Knight Revan or Darth Revan. This time I just finished. I mean, seriously, yesterday I put the Zetas on Zalbar and Canderous Ordo to finish off my Karth team.
Yeah.
And so they're all gear 12. They're all Zeta'd. With one.
Odd way, he donated $2. Odd way of misdirecting hate from the hard notes.
This is what I can't figure out about what CG is doing with this. Like, the reason I'm saying it's not a cash grab, right, is because they're not trying to get like the $20 from the large percentage of the population and trying to get them to invest in the characters or some additional gear or anything. This is flat out a whale milk milking. 100%. This is nothing more than whales and money spenders for every dime they are worth. And this is ridiculous. Like, this is one of the stupidest things that I've seen them do.
This
like,
is
I don't
beyond.
understand why
This
they would
is
look at this way.
yeah. This is arsenine. I can't say the other word.
It's a cash grab. They just
it's a
want
great
people to buy
cash.
vaults.
Yeah, because they want to get the gear and stuff.
Exactly. They want
So-
people to buy vaults to get the gear.
I got to figure out some way to get some money because I need the crystals, and I'm thinking because I can finish Candace and do the event for you guys, but Christ, CG, why do you do this crap, man? You just
I mean, it's the other thing is
Ranger,
though,
Ranger, you're gonna have to give like 12 pints of blood between today.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then-
I mean,
And then you're gonna have to turn your wife into a surrogate mother. You may have to give away a cat.
I don't have
you
a
might
cat.
have to sell a guitar on eBay.
I don't have a guitar. I don't have any of that crap.
You're gonna have to do a lot of surveys on Google.
I don't. No.
I mean, really, here's the what I would say at this point is the
Oh my God.
the whales have
Jacob Ward
have
donated $2. He says Jedi Knight Revan at the end of the month and Malak to return at Celebration with Darth Revan. It's possible.
That's possible, but I wouldn't hold my
Super
breath.
quick,
bro.
man.
Wait, Celebration is next weekend.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath. This is just
I mean,
the dumbest.
it's true. He is doing Malik with Celebration, but I don't think Darth Revan is coming back.
I mean, if you want to make the event hard, I get it, right? I don't have a problem with that. Just dumb. Just the dumbest bleepity bleep, bleepity bleep, bleep bleep, bleep bleep bleep, bleep 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 thing I've ever seen them do. This is just, it takes away from the event. It totally takes away from the damn event. Because instead of talking about the event, which is what we should be doing, they only care about getting money. Because this is a cash grab. This, in my opinion, it's a straight cash grab. Because you're panic farming the community again, just like you've done before on multiple occasions.
This is a pretty serious cash grab, and you got to decide now, or you're gonna have to pre-prepped for it. Where can I get some discount iTunes cards? Bimatsu, they usually have
Costco.
Costco, Target. Those are all places where you can get those at.
I mean, really, we've had instances in the past, right, where whales have gotten upset because they have been, I want to say, disregarded to some extent, and it looks like
This
they
is
are
definitely not disregarding whales.
No, disregarded in the fact that they're just looked at as money, right? They're not looked at as players that are invested in the game. They've been looked at as money, and people have tried to boycott and stuff before, and it doesn't last because obviously one person breaks and then everybody breaks. But this is, I think, the most blatant form of whale milking in this game I have seen.
I know.
And this is horrendous the way that they're doing this. I think this is awful. And we were defending the 8 to 5 thing. We've talked about them needing to make their money as long as it's in like a reasonable way, and this is something else.
I'm telling you, this right here is for the top probably 2,000 players in the game, maybe 5,000 players in the game. They are catering to the, to the 90% of people that pay for that write their paycheck. And you know what? Sometimes
And
you
if
got to
you
do
don't
that, man.
think Malik's going to be a game changer,
Oh yeah, he's going to be a game changer, dude. We already have his kit, dude. We already know his kit.
if you don't think Malik's going to be a game changer, you have
Text.
got another
Deal
thing.
damage to target enemy equal to 100% of their max health. Then gain stacking infusion until the end of the battle, which cannot be dispelled or prevented. Then recover health equal to something damage dealt. This ability cannot be evaded and starts on cooldown. Dark Infusion, plus 30% offense per stack, maximum 3 stacks. At max stack, these bonuses are doubled, and something basic attacks also inflict healing immunity for 2 turns. Something Gawing of Terror, taunts, blah blah blah. I don't know what else. Final text Zeta. Darth Malak takes reduced damage from percent health effects and at the I don't know what it says.
We'll go over his kit here in a second. Let's just I mean, people are
loses
going to
all
want to see it.
protection and gains that much health. Malak gains 35% crit avoidance, health steal, tenacity, defense, while he something.
Like he has less than something.
Less than 50% health. The dude's gonna basically have an annihilate, man.
Yeah. The thing is, and you're saying like this is maybe, and it is. It's like a gift almost for, it's not just the top 2,000, right? So this is catering maybe to the top 5,000 spenders, and the Krakens already have this, so it's kind of a gift. To them.
They don't
So
care. They already got all this
There's
stuff.
another. So Mos Def Isley, there's another. They solved the other half of the puzzle, and that post came from the other half of the puzzle.
Yeah, there's not like a full kit yet, as far as I know, but there is like a piece of the kit.
Yeah,
that's released.
This is asinine. I cannot believe this. I mean, you think CG, you know, it just takes. It's so stupid. It really is. It's just blatant because it's going to panic farm the hell out of people. You know, do you want Malak?
It's not going to panic farm the hell out of people.
Oh,
most
yes,
people have no
Most
point in
people
panic
can't
farming.
most people can't even do it, man.
That's
Everybody
my point.
that
Like,
has
most people
Darth
don't even
Revan.
have Darth Revan. So this is really just trying to milk the top percentage
No,
of
I
the player
disagree.
population.
I disagree.
What am I going to do? I don't have Darth Revan. What am I going to bother with this?
I do have Darth Revan. My point is
I
all
know.
the people.
You are
and
considered one of the top percentage of the
but
population.
a lot of people got Darth Revan, and they've got these characters.
Not a lot of people got it. That's the thing.
The meta says differently, Finn.
No, the meta talks about the top one. We look at the rank one.
I know, but if you look at how many people got
Darth
Darth Revan, a lot of people got Darth Revan.
But look, I mean, you can go on GG and see how many people have the Zetas, and you can sort of start to count on which ones have the Zetas and which ones have them G12, man. You can sort of start to pick out that it's not a lot of dudes.
No. You're part of a very small percentage in Galaxy of Heroes right now.
If you have all of them, this
is just a slap in the face to me because like I basically spent.
You'll get it eventually. What they're saying is, if you want early access,
but they keep doing this crap. It's the same pattern. It's a slap.
Access,
well, don't tell me what it is, Grande. It's a slap in the face to me. If it's not a slap in the face to you, then fine. But it is to me. I just spent over 2.5 vaults getting Darth Revan, plus the other crystals that I spent to get through those stupid 7 and 8 or 8 and 9 pieces and everything else. So you're basically telling me all my work was for crap, because now if I want Malak to stay competitive in my shard, and no, kiss my you know what, CG. I'm getting tired of this crap every damn time.
Now, what I wonder is can you enter the event, right? Can you enter the event at lower, and it's just like...
Based on what they wrote, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
It says your characters must be at least 500 power to enter, and you need...
Yeah, so 7,500 to enter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might be able to get there, right? I mean, you might be able to get there.
I'm going to do what I can for you guys, because... Listen,
but at what cost is always the question, right?
Well, I just won't eat for a week. For the fans. Screw it. I'm going to die anyway. Might as well go, for the happiness for this. Rose, why are you pinging me, Rose? What am I looking at here? He says, check my PayPal. Rose, what did you do? God damn it, Rose.
He gave me a couple $100, probably.
Rose, you're amazing. I better not see what I'm about to see here.
Yeah, I bet it's like $500.
No, it's not going to be no $500. Gonna get a little $10. What the hell? Yeah. Rose, what did you do? Yeah. What is that?
Go buy now.
What is that? No!
What? Malak's gonna be awesome. We gotta let you get it.
Oh my God, Rose.
Now you can finish out your characters.
God. Well, all right.
You just made all of his anger go away.
I'm still pissed off, but I love Rose. Like, if Rose, he's one of those guys I would take a bullet for. I don't say that lightly. So, I mean, Rose has been incredible. Rose was our top donator for the charity.
Yep.
Rose showed up to the event on his own dime, did the event, did all the stuff with us. He's here with us tonight. I can't... Rose, you can kill Finn. I'll let you. Kill Finn. Free kill for Finn. Kill him now.
Dude, did you read that one part of Malak's kit? Deals 100% of the max damage. It's like there's your annihilate. You're dead. Unless you have a reser.
Well, I am now Rose's prostitute.
Pool boy?
Yeah, basically. I didn't even. I was like, they get $20. I'm not going to say how much it is because would be inappropriate. But thank you, Rose. It will all go toward. I only need like certain gear pieces for them, I think. So I'll say how much is. Oh, Jesus. All right, but my point still stands. This is jacked that frack up. I'm sorry, it is wrong. It is just wrong on so many different. Everybody's made really good points here. Grandi's made some good points about it. Finn's made some excellent points. Rose has made some good points. It's just so blatant. And however you want to perceive it. I mean, I am a marketing major. How I would go about doing this stuff on a basic fundamental level of marketing and a strategy on just how things will be perceived. You know, in some ways, CG is very much one of the top games that I give a lot of credit for their communications and some of the transparency. And then some ways, I think they just do this stuff on purpose because it's like you care, but you don't care. I get it's the bottom line, but again, I hit this point home. How you go about doing it matters. You don't believe me? Go look at Marvel Strike Force. See how well that game's doing. You want to see where you're going to end up? Go look at all the other mobile app games that have gone down the toilet. And if you think the Star Wars name is going to keep your head above water, you better think again. If you put up crap and keep doing crap, the fans will revolt. But say what you want about The Last Jedi. Some people love it, some people don't. But the backlash is real. Solo was the byproduct. It happens. Perception is the reality. And if you guys, you're going to basically... People have been quitting. I know. We've had some people here recently of this community that have quit the game. And it sucks because they're just tired of it. They're sick of it. They're just tired of all the nonsense. And for different reasons.
Yep. And
it pisses me off. Because these are people that I care about. I know them personally. You know, when we get to know people in the community, it's not just we're gamers, right? I get to know all of you on a personal level. Your family, what you do for a living, how you're doing. I always ask those questions because it's important. You're not just like a viewer. If anybody messages me and needs help, I'm always there. That's the kind of community we have here. So when someone leaves, it bothers me because it's like, damn. You know, there goes another friend not playing the game. Still friends. I'll still be there for them, but they're sick of the game. It's just so stupid, man. And we've said before, if you want to boycott. I'll do for the event for the fans because it's important. You guys want to see it. I think y'all just want to see me suffer. So I think we've got another another montage. Finn, get ready for another montage. I feel a montage coming.
I'm sure it's going to be really.
It's going to be really bad. It's going to be a montage.
Well, it may not be. I mean, it may just be that they put the gear check or the GP check in there, right, to make it so that the event is easier, but you need to be higher than that. So I mean, it's possible that's what they're doing. But I mean, in all honesty, CG has really only been impacted a couple of times in this game. I mean, I'm sure they listen and they take some things into consideration. But really, I think there was one time where everybody was asking for refunds, that they changed something, right? And then the other time was where everyone went into the iTunes store and just basically gave like an awful review, and their rating went down from like 5 to 1, and we saw a change in the game.
Yeah.
If the money still comes to them, nothing's going to happen. We can say this all we want, and I think that this is really bad, right? But unless they see an impact on their money, nothing is going to change. And so, I mean, it's up to each individual person. I don't want to tell anybody how to spend their money. I would never do. You guys spend, it's your money. You spend it how you want. But just realize if CG sees the money, then these kind of things will continue. And this is really, I think, one of the worst decisions they've made in quite a while. And it really is just kind of a slap in the face of all the people that spent money to get Darth Revan, but can't spend in order to go overboard with it. Because it does seem like they're trying to milk it. Now, I'm going to go through Super Chat really quick, because I did see one that I'll mention, and we've talked about this before, but let me see where we were. We had a $2 donation from Miss Farquhar that said pudding. Miss Farquhar said pudding.
She's ready for the wrestling. No, I'm not wrestling you, Finn, unless Cora is the match afterwards.
Jello. That's a whole different thing. It's not the pudding.
Oh, that's what's the pudding one? Is that her?
Pudding is Miss Farquhar and Miss Ostley.
Oh well, okay, there we go.
But then Bimasu donated $2, and he also said something that's interesting, which is whales finally getting their exclusive content. And I don't
have a problem with that.
I think whales do need to get
it.
an advantage.
Absolutely.
Maybe this is what it's designed to do, right? But whales also have to kind of figure out, is this the way that you want to get the advantage? And it's up to them, right? This is definitely them being milked by CG.
Yeah.
And it's kind of obvious that that's what they're doing, because the percentage in the community that has Darth Revan is small. Of that, the ones that tried to get through it with minimal passing is high, which means there's only a very small percentage that has all of these characters already at level, right? So they're trying to get more money out of Rose Taco. So
I didn't ask. I didn't ask.
There's a small percentage that already have these characters at that GP level, and of that, they're assuming now, right, of the remaining population, how many of them have the money to spend in order to get their characters up to this gear level.
Great point.
And the free-to-play players that had the crystals are stuck, right? Either you have a bunch of crystals that you now have to basically just rush through and try to get some of these gear pieces as quickly as you can, and then CG is draining you of all of your crystals, or you have the money and you're just going to buy it anyways, or you decide that you just don't want it because this is the way that you want to spend your money, because they're kind of almost dictating to you how much you have to gear and stuff, and it can change your farming plan. So this is...
It just changed my farming plan.
Not me. I'm still working on MILF ships.
I am too. I'm not getting MILF.
42.
Maybe I'll get it now with Rose Taco's generous donation.
If I can get 42 shards for IG 2000, I'll be able to get a 5-star MILF.
Mine's the ships, but I may be able to get it now since Rose donated. I may do that too.
So, I mean, this is...
budget this somehow.
This may have been their solution to
I'll use some of it
separate...
for food.
This may have been the way for them to separate the high-end free-to-play.
Around. Once you get them to G12, you can swap mods around.
Yeah, see, for me, it's a last-minute thing. It's a...
Man.
Go ahead, Loki. Go ahead, Loki. Yeah, Loki, are you there? I don't...
But even if he's gear 12 and you put all of your 6-dot mods on, you'd get him there.
Maybe.
Loki, what do you think, brother? You there?
Yeah, I've been here. Why?
Oh, well, you haven't said... Damn it, Loki. You damn Buddha ninja.
I didn't want to ruin your rant, man. I like listening
I
to it.
appreciate that, bro. But your opinion matters, too, very much so. So, what are your thoughts, brother?
I'm totally fine with it. Whatever they're gonna do, man.
You're just like Loki's at the point where he's like, whatever, I'm done. I'll just do what I do.
No, I mean, I'm dreading using guild event tokens. I'm dreading gearing him. I mean, he's probably gonna need all that new gear from the new node. So
oh yeah.
I really the unlock.
Maybe they'll
fine.
introduce a newer gear piece on another node.
Yeah, that's gonna be awful. Yeah, so I mean, Grande mentioned, the whale store, but there's those 2 pieces sitting in shipments, right, that you can buy for 1,400, like the new Carbantes, if you want to call them that. That's something else to consider, because he's probably going to take a whole bunch of those. I'm fine with the unlock, though. I mean, seriously. I mean, it is what it is. it sounds like you only need 4 characters, right? So like for example, my T3 is like barely gear 11.
Right.
So as long as my other 4 are fine, then I'm good, right?
Yeah,
Is what
like
I'm-
for me, the Jedi, the Jedi Knight Revan team is fine because I've had those characters done for a while, right? It's the newer ones that they dropped with Canderous Karth.
But it almost, you know what? I kept reading that post, and it almost sounded like you didn't need your Jedi Knight Revan or your Darth Revan because they're
No.
probably going to give it as an event. They're
Yeah.
going to give it as an event unit, right? Is
Right.
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And you just need 4 of the ones to unlock them ready, you know. So I don't think that's that terrible. I mean, I can see both sides of the whole thing, but I think this is low risk for them, and it's gonna make whatever whatever their monthly revenue goal is or whatever, it's gonna make that, and I think this is pretty low risk. If it's I really don't think it's gonna bomb because the way it's set up, it's only gonna run for 2 days. They can probably shove this event next month again. I mean, the frequency of this event is probably, I don't know. I think it's going to be like once a month, and they could just do this and be like, hey, we're short, a couple 100K. Let's pop this event on and make our quota.
Oh my god.
That's give the whole thing as a business, man, and that's what it is. I mean, it's we're all assigned player IDs because those are our freaking, those are our prisoner numbers, man. That's all it is. It's a business. That's the way I look at it. I've said it before in the streams, man. I'm not afraid to ask for refunds either. So I think this is low risk for them. It's like nobody can ask for a refund on this thing. Like, what are you going to ask for? Oh, Zalbar sucks. Well, you can't really say that, right? But, it's low risk.
Yeah.
I can see why they're doing it.
Yeah. Christ almighty.
But I mean, I'm looking at my tunes right now. My Canderous is like at 17.2, and he's gear 12, and he's got gold mods. He has no Zeta. I'm not going to double Zeta T3 for this. No way. So...
Yeah, but T3 is almost there. If I put 2 or 3 more pieces on T3 at gear 11, T3...
Yeah.
But you can avoid them if you have Bastila, Jolie, Missions, Albar, because you only need 4 of them, so you can skip T3.
Yeah.
The rest of them. So I'm fine with that. I'm okay
You
with
don't
that.
even need the Zeta on him if you have him at gear 12.
I don't even think you
Probably.
need a Zeta on him if you have him at gear 11.
Well, I'm looking at mine. So if I get Canderous, I gotta buy these pieces. It's gonna be some crystals. I'll put him at 17,000, roughly 400. What? I hear the pickle. Who's playing with their pickle?
Grande.
Grande, quit touching your pickle.
Putting the pickle down.
Yes, put the pickle down.
Another solution, right? If you barely got him at gear 12, then just throw all your 6-dot mods on them for the event,
Yeah,
Yeah. I
mean,
that's it. You just throw it on there, get what you need, go from there.
But
Well, that means you have to take them to
it's
gear 12, right? You can't do
it's a
some
lot
of
of-
them. You can do gear 11, but you can't put those mods on them.
well. There's also the thing of it's just those players that busted their butt free to play to get Darth Revan. Maybe they spent a little money on his gear and stuff. Try to get him to gear 12, right? And then they just dropped this. They just busted through all those resources and stuff that they just did. It's a gut punch, man. It really is. They did this last time. We had the Chewie event. We were scrambling to get our bounty hunters, and all of a sudden, Jedi Knight Revan.
Loki may need to mute himself a little bit.
Yeah, Loki, we're getting some feedback from you, brother.
Sorry.
It's all right, brother. You're cool. Oh my god. So that's the first item on the agenda. Anything else anybody wants to add? Holy buckets. Ugh.
Yeah, this is...
It's a sad day for Canada and therefore the world. God. It just...
Well, I mean, good luck to all of you guys that have Darth Revan, that are free to play, that have to try and get this now. Because this is going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
gonna be a pain.
It really is. It's disappointing.
I don't know. I'm one piece away on 2 characters, man. One piece away on 2
No,
characters.
I honestly don't know
that
how...
freaking T3 M4. Oh man, I'm a long way away on T3 M4. I never planned on that one.
I'm not sure how free-to-play players are going to deal with this at all. This
I don't
is,
either.
and I mean, maybe it's overdue, and part of the issue is that they haven't introduced something like this before, right? And maybe it's to the same point as the 8 nodes to 5 nodes, which we'll talk about, that they left the 8 nodes for so long and all of that. But they have never made it so that a free to play player that is getting like rank 1 in fleet and arena could not potentially keep up with a pay to play player in arena. Right now, overall, their roster is lower. In Grand Arena, definitely changed that. You can get into a different guild based on territory wars and those kind of things, right? So there was some other areas where they were impacted, never in arena.
There's so much more I want to say, but we've got ATS watching. I am really fuming. I'm going to control it because I can't go nuts. I was going to go nuts like a typical Ranger ant, but what I will do when we get done with this stream, I will get in the Discord and go bananas because I want to go bananas.
BANANAS. Rangers, bananas. BANANAS.
That's all I can do. So, got to keep it clean for the chitlins and for the ACS folks. So I can't. But if you want to hear the Ranger rant, I will definitely be in Discord afterwards. Whew, okay.
All right, you want to start it back up at the top now?
Sure, why not?
The agenda.
Yeah, let's just
Start way back up at the top.
yeah, upcoming change to Bastila Shan. We even get to this stuff. From CG Salacious B. Crumb, the wonderful Salacious B. Crumb. Hi, Hollow Table Heroes. In the next release, Bastila Shan has been given a new unique ability, Force Bond, in order to better represent the connection between Jedi Knight Revan and Bastila Shan. Unique to Force Bond, final text. If Jedi Knight Revan is in the leader slot, Bastila and Jedi Knight Revan have plus 70% accuracy, potency, and tenacity. Oh my god. Jedi Knight Revan also recovers protection from legendary battle meditation. If Darth Revan is on the enemy squad, Bastila gains advantage and retribution for 1 turn at the start of Darth Revan's turns.
That's going to be epic.
Holy moly.
You notice it said turns.
Yes,
plural?
not turn.
Every
Turns.
single turn. So that one little saber strike he does where he goes twice.
Me? Oh my god. Thoughts, Grande?
They just really made Bastila good, man. I mean,
Well, they
she
made
was
Jedi
already-
Knight Revan even really good. Just holy moly in the frijoles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's. I mean, that's impressive.
That's probably to somewhat counter or do something with the Malak. So most people that get Malak are going to put Malak on their Darth Revan team.
Well, sure, yeah.
Right.
And of course, then now you just have to fill one more spot. And everything that he does, she now can probably counter some of it.
70% accuracy, potency, and tenacity.
Oh, and then you put an accuracy arrow on her,
Oh,
or on
my
them.
God.
Make it 100%.
Am I the only one that doesn't think this is all that great?
It's not.
I mean, it's not bad, right? But what does this change in the scheme of fighting
So,
anything Revan based? You kill
Potentially-
Yoda first to eat up Savior, and then you kill Jolee, right? So you eventually get to Jedi Knight Revan, but once you kill Jolee, you can kill Yoda.
The,
Now you
the
have no
idea
more
here,
damage.
though, is with all this extra potency, it means Bastila could actually stun on her.
But half
Accuracy,
the time,
potency.
the opposing team
Well,
has foresight.
I'm more concerned about the tenacity
But this is
Tenacity.
meant-
and
yeah, but this
recovers
is meant-
protection.
This is not meant against a mirror match. This is meant against Darkside Revan.
Well, the mirror match is just the mirror match because you both will have the same thing.
Mirror match is a mirror match, exactly.
But doesn't accuracy go through and just ignore defense?
Not normal.
No. Accuracy goes against dodge percentage.
Yes.
Dodge.
I mean, what do you feel about this one, Finn?
I mean, I'm just not sure. I see the huge impact. I mean, I can see the potency potentially adding a stun, right?
Sure.
I mean, maybe that's going to be a big impact on something, but all that's going to do is make you put Traya in the 5th spot, and then all of that is gone. I mean, I'm not I mean, it's a nice addition to it. I don't see the huge change to anything as a result of this. But maybe it'll play out different. I just don't see it.
The counter chance is nice, right? And if you do this turn meter gain, 1% turn meter doubled for Jedi, so now that's 2% turn meter, so that's 10% turn meter on the team, right?
But I mean, how, unless it's the AI playing it, how often do you get your Bastila targeted that early?
No, well, it does sometimes. It's usually, I've noticed on the second pass through, if it's a mirror match, she'll get targeted.
I'm gonna say I just, so in a mirror match, right? I don't see the huge benefit, and if
she also gains advantage in retribution, so she's going to.
But that's only against Darth Revan, and then Darth Revan still has an advantage.
I know. I'm thinking about this as a Darth Revan.
So
will this have any impact on the Darth Revan team?
I don't really think. I don't see how this changes anything. It doesn't really change much against a Jedi Knight Revan mirror match, and I don't see how it changes a whole lot. Except for, and to Grande's point, if you can land a stun, it may change something, right? But that fifth spot in the, and maybe Malak changes this also, but that fifth spot on the Darth Revan team has kind of been shifting around a lot, right? I mean, you have the main three, and then, I mean, even the other two kind of change. I mean, people were putting Night Sisters. That's how much you can kind of change everything outside of the main three.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just not... I guess I'm just not seeing how this is really going to change anything with the mirror matches. It just seems to be adding another ability to Bastila, which I will say is a nice thing for those people that don't have a 17,500 GP Bastila Shan, because if they do this before Darth Malak, then you could just level up this ability up to, I'm assuming it's going to be a Zeta, and then you can get your extra GP on her.
I don't know if this is just a change to Force Bond. I don't know.
It didn't say it was a Zeta.
No, I think
probably just
it
an
doesn't
Omega.
say it, but I'm guessing it's going to be. But even if it's not, right, you're going to get extra GP as a result of leveling up the ability.
Most people probably didn't need Bastila. They didn't need more GP on Bastila. They needed more G. Again, the characters that most people are going to have trouble with are going to be Mission, Canderous, Ordo, T3M4, Juhani, and Zalbar. That's what I think. And to a lesser extent, Mission and Zalbar, and it's probably going to be mostly Juhani, T3M4, and Canderous, because a bunch of people Zeta'd Karth Onassis in order to get through the event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really those three that are going to be the challenge, right?
Yeah, this is a totally new ability, but I'm looking, and I don't know if it's going to be if Omega or if this is going to be a Zeta. So another Zeta, gritty.
I mean,
it doesn't
where
say
I think
Zeta.
It doesn't say anything. Yeah,
it doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
I think where this is going to be actually more impactful than anything else is going to be in Territory Wars and Grand Arena. Because I think a lot of these changes that Bastila is doing makes it so that it becomes harder to, for example, use a Traya team as a counter. Right? I think that's where you can maybe see some more, because you get more tenacity, right? So it becomes harder to maybe land a pain if you use Traya as a counter to Jedi Knight Revan. It becomes, you have a better chance of getting stunned, right? And I know Traya can remove that, but you can still prevent counterattacks from some of the characters like Sith Trooper if he's taunting. And so this might be more impactful in something like Territory Wars than anything else. I just don't see it for the purposes of Arena, and I don't know if that's the reason they were doing this, right? I don't know what their intention was behind this ability. I just don't see a huge impact in Arena. I see it in other places more so than anything else.
Yeah. All right. Anything? What do you think, Rose?
I was not paying attention.
Oh, they're making fun of me of how I say Karth Onassis instead of saying Karth Onassi.
You mean like
It's
he's
Jacqueline's brother.
Yeah.
Jacqueline's brother. You guys didn't know that?
Oh my God, Grande does it again.
And Canderous Ordo is related to that guy. What's his name?
Don't say it.
Ordo in Game of Thrones.
All right, we're moving on.
Ordo.
No, that's
Hodor.
Hodor.
See, I'm telling you,
Not
same
Hodor.
guy. Same guy.
Hodor.
Grande, you're at a timeout. Take the crowns. Go to the corner. You know how this works. I can't. Finn, wasn't it your
That's
night?
what I said.
Finn,
That's what I
wasn't it your
said.
night to watch him?
That's what I said. Come on, guys.
I am. He's making me laugh.
No. This is why. Damn it, Finn. All right, changes. Next one from Salacious B. Crumb. Changes coming in the next update. High Holotable Heroes. In a future update, we will be changing hard nodes back to 5 attempts per refresh. This was temporarily increased with the launch of Mods 2.0 to help players earn Giant Revan and Darth Revan. Now that players have had a chance to earn these characters and players will have much more time to unlock the prerequisite characters in future events, we will be returning back to 5 attempts per refresh. We also will be reducing the crystal price of mod salvage shipments with the next update. This will still be a slightly more expensive way to obtain mod salvage compared to farming it from the nodes, but a more convenient way to get those materials quickly. We've been depth on about this one. Finn, I'll let you address the community about what we feel on this, because I think we're all in agreement of how we feel.
Yeah, I mean, and we did like a whole nother stream on it,
Yes,
so you
we
guys
did.
can definitely check it out. But I mean, basically, this is something that we all knew was temporary. Now, we had a discussion in the Discord after that live stream where a good point was being made by Tangent. So I'll give a shout out to Tangent, where I think the biggest issue with a lot of this is that newer players didn't know it was temporary. The forum post didn't say it was temporary. We all knew it, but it said it in-game. And the in-game messages only last for a few days. And if you joined afterwards, the only thing you've known is the 8 attempts. And so there's a lot of newer players that are just seeing it go down from 8 to 5, and it looks very bad. Longtime players should have expected this. And so those of them that are saying like the sky is falling and the game is ending and all of that over this, I think are overreacting a bit.
I did too.
Because this was all known to be temporary, and in fact, they went from 8 to 5 once before, right? We've gone from 3 to 5 to 8 to 5, and now we're at 8, and we're going back to 5. So it hasn't been steady, and to think that it's going to stay there forever is an issue. I do appreciate the fact that it was extended as long as they did. This started back in August, so essentially they've left this for 8 months, right? And I prefer having, let's say they were only planning it for 1 month, I prefer having those extra 7 months at 8 attempts rather than them going back to 5 in order to appease everyone that just wanted it to be quote unquote temporary. Now, there are arguments to be made for going back to 8. As a player, I definitely liked the fact that it was at 8, but it's not something that really changes the dynamic of the game for me. And I would say that the stuff that they just released with regards to the Darth Malak stuff is worse than this, in my opinion. But that being said, I don't think it's a huge issue. I don't think any of us really thought it was a huge issue. I mean, I'll let Rose talk about it too. We didn't get his opinion during that one, but the 5 attempts is fine. You can still do the first refresh, and it gives you a better cost ratio to the than the 80 crystals per shard. So you're fine with that. So, I mean, I think there was just a lot of overreaction. So, Rose, what do you think?
I actually don't mind it going back to 5, because on a 20 credit node, if you put it at 5, you just do 1 refresh, you get 120 credits. You do your 5, you still have 20 credits left over. You don't have to buy another refresh and credits to finish out the 8 nodes.
Even crystals, right?
Well, no, not crystals.
The
You
energy.
just means finish off the node itself.
Yeah,
the
just finish off the node.
Yeah, right.
So you don't have leftovers, and like if you did 5 initially when it was 8, you had 3 leftovers. The percentage of getting something in those 3 is not very high. You really need to do all of them at once. So I don't mind going to 5.
Yeah. So, and I think we've all been here since launch. We've been up and down the roller coaster, and really, you know, I farmed Night Sisters and First Order with 5s nodes back in the day, and you know, so instead of just being hyper focused, what I was doing was, all right, I can do First Order Officer, this character here and this character here. So instead of just being hyper focused, say like I was here recently with like Jango Fett, right, and another one, it was just a couple more characters. So I was working on like characters for each team. Like I was working on First Order and Night Sisters, trying to get those nodes done and stuff. So you just have to change the way you do your farming. It's a little bit
Yeah, you
more.
just work on like 3 or 4 at one time.
Yeah, 3 or
instead
4
of
one
just
time
2.
instead of just 2. It's really all that's going to change. I do agree with changing some of the people. I wish it was staying at 8. I still have ships to farm. God help me, I have more to farm. I'm a big fan of the 8. I get it, and you guys are signing your petition. I support that petition. I'm not signing it, but I totally respect and support you guys doing what you feel is necessary for this and how you feel it matters. We just have a different opinion. You know, I mean, we've been through this enough that this Malak stuff is the stuff that I get pissed off about. This note stuff, not worth me getting too much angry about. It is what it is, right? That one doesn't bother me as much as this other nonsense. So, but yeah, I think some people have different viewpoints on it. Be respectful of it. Some people think it's a punch in the gut, and I get it. Some people are just like us, and it's like, we've been through this before multiple times. We'll go through it again. You know, we just adjust. We adjust our farm, and when we do our roster reviews, we'll adjust our roster reviews to say who you need to farm and how you should farm. You know, I think the thing that people were concerned about was, will the crystals go back up? Because right now it's 25.
Nah, I don't.
And I don't think it is either. But
They haven't said anything, but that is also something
it's
that
a
could
concern,
be-
right?
Really hope not.
I hope not to.
I hope not, yeah.
All right. What's next, Dr. Finn?
I think it's time for Ye Old Meta Report.
Hey, everybody! Harry Carey here with the Meta Report. Glad to have everybody here. I was going to give you a product, but I'm so angry about this dang Darth Malak change that I'm going to go punch a Navy SEAL because I just want to die. If you want instant death, go punch a Navy SEAL right in the face. You will die instantly. Because if you don't, he's going to come after you. Like, you'll be on the toilet, doing your business, reading Carp Monthly, and the Navy SEAL will come right up out of the water and get you. So just do it. All right, all you, Dr. Finn.
Punch a Navy SEAL, really? Okay, so I mean, we can kind of just go through this. There isn't a huge amount of change. The biggest change is actually that we're seeing more of the Emperor Palpatine teams with the Darth Revan coming up, and they're replacing the Jedi Knight Revan. Darth Revan is holding the same in terms of the leader spot. Jedi Knight Revan has gone down, and coming up is Emperor Palpatine lead, who's running the other triumvirate, the Darth Revan, HK, and Fallen Bastila. So that's essentially what we're seeing there. And then as for the fleet, yeah, fleet's boring. There's really like no change.
I'm not even bothering.
No home one, all that. There's no. We haven't
don't.
gotten any real new ships or anything. So the meta is just stuck.
And it's about to get
The
worse.
meta is pretty much as boring as it was when they switched from 5 to 3 ships in order to change up ships, and now it's just as boring again. Thank you very much.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's interesting to see. And they're pretty much even. Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan in the 40%. Darth Revan has taken over, and Jedi Knight Revan's fallen just a second, but pretty even split, and Palpatine is that other optional team that people are using. And that's a damn good team, too. I think you use that. I think Loki uses Emperor Palpatine lead.
Yeah.
And I've seen some other people, because they've got Fallen Bastila. She's dynamite in that team. And so they're able to counter, because especially with all the tournament, it's nasty. Nasty as nasty can be. But yeah, we're about to have more MILFs here soon, so yay us. Oh, Lord.
Tomorrow or tonight.
Tomorrow? I thought it was Friday that the event came. Is it tomorrow?
We have a post coming up on that.
We do.
Oh, I didn't.
In fact, I think it's the next post.
Anything else you want to say about the meta report?
I don't think so.
All right, we go back to our regular scheduled programming. All right, here we go. Flight of the Falcon starting April 11th. Hi, Helltable Hero, CG Crumb here. Gather your bounty hunter ships for the Flight of the Falcon event. Han's Millennium Falcon is returning to the Hall Tables for a second run on 4/11. Han's Millennium Falcon is piloted by Han Solo and Chewbacca. You already know who that is. So, is that a week-long event?
I assume so. It's supposed to be.
Is it? I don't know.
I mean,
I
assume
not
so,
been able
but
to do it.
It's a legendary event that's, I mean, unless they change something, it should be here for a week.
Okay. So we got that coming up. So we got more MILFs on the way. I'm not going to be able to get it, I think. Maybe. Oh, Lordy. All right, so we got that coming up. So good luck to everybody getting your at least your 5-star MILFs. I know some people are trying to get their 7-star Millennium Falcon. So good luck to all you guys. I hope you get them. Territory Wars April. Hi, Holotable Heroes. It's delicious. Be Crumb again. He's just everywhere. He really is. He's amazing. And he's the ultimate chicken horse champion of the RSG crew. Because Finn and McVenom and everybody who tries to face him gets their butt handed to him. He says, below you will find the bonus ability for this month's Territory Wars. This will only impact the Territory Wars starting on April 11th, so tomorrow, and April 25th. And you can see the calendar for more details. All hands on deck. Granted to Captain Han Solo, Stormtrooper Han, Veteran Smuggler Han, and Young Han Solo. Each Han takes a turn at the start of their encounter. During this turn, each Han ignores taunts and can only use his basic ability, but it will stun the target for 1 turn. This stun can't be evaded or resisted. Additionally, each active Han grants a bonus to all other Hans. Oh my god. It's the team of Hans. Oh my god. Captain Han Solo plus 50% max health, and all other Han allies can't be defeated while Captain Han is active. Oh my god. Han Solo 50% more critical damage. Okay. And all other Hans have 35% counter chance while Han Solo is active. Stormtrooper Han. He gets plus 50% max protection, and all other Hans are granted 10% turn meter to all other Han allies when damaged by an attack while Stormtrooper Han is active. Oh my god. Veteran Smuggler Han Solo. 50% health still. And other Han allies take a bonus turn whenever any Han ally is defeated while Veteran Smuggler Han is active. Young Han Solo, 50% offense, and other Han's allies have 35% chance to assist other Han allies while Young Han is active. Limited once per Han per turn.
This is really funny, man.
OMG. Oh my god. What is this?
This is just silly.
This is ridiculous. Because you have to kill Captain Han first, but you can't because they're all countering and they all get to shoot first.
Yep. So your entire team can be stunned. Then they get to go again and just single target you. They all assist. They waylay you and you're dead.
Oh my god.
You thought Clone Troopers was bad.
I thought the Geos with that damn artillery strike was something to be feared, but we found ways around that. This one, I am just...
Now, the next one is not so OP to me.
No, but I'm just thinking about this one. Mirror match?
But imagine 2 walls in your TW.
Of Hans.
One on top, one on bottom of Hans. Just an entire wall of
Just
Hans.
put them on the front line. Have fun. This is crazy. Holy God, that is just ridiculous. Ooh. Oh my God.
Like,
I don't even know what to use to kill
Shock
this.
would be your friend. Stagger would be your friend.
If you get a chance to use that.
If you can use it.
The problem is that,
That is,
what? You don't have all your entire every character on your team at 300 plus speed? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. They get to shoot first. So, if they get assist calls too, which they get with all this, so you could have a character dead before you even get a chance to go. Maybe 2. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. Unstable batteries granted to droids. Oh my God. Droids deal 100% more damage with attacks not based on health, but have a 15% chance to be destroyed when damaged by an attack. Droids defeated this way can't be revived. Whenever a droid is defeated, they deal damage to each enemy equal to 80% of that enemy's max health and inflict burning for 1 turn, which can't be evaded or resisted. This damage can't defeat enemies.
this one's weird to me.
Not at all.
This one makes
Think
super
of
RNG, And so it makes me almost not want to use droids at all.
Oh, I want to use droids at all. If you got the basic B1, think about that.
Yeah, but if he gets destroyed,
Whenever
And he deals 80% damage to every.
yes.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of
this
B1s
is gonna be an
around.
on offense.
Oh
only thing.
no! Oh no! I put this on
It
defense.
could be on offense only,
No,
or
Oh my
you want this
God.
on offense because this would be like or a defense if they go all offense on Han.
I don't know though,
This
but
would be like a counter to Han.
I like what you're saying there. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. That does make a lot of sense because every time Han, hit.
you just need B1 and IPD on the same team, and when they both die, everything gets killed.
Oh my God.
We have one really tanky droid that can take a hit.
You don't need a tanky droid. Just throw 2 droids. Like, you don't need a full droid team. Because there's any droid, right? So you can keep on spacing out 2 droids on every team and just watch them die. And each time they die, they're going to deal 80% damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically keep on sending in 2 droids at a time in order to destroy an entire team.
Right, but if your droids are killed before their Hans or whatever, then
That's
you
gonna be
lose.
that's gonna be an
They die.
interesting comp. We're
Well,
gonna
no,
have to
but you
sell this,
lose.
yeah.
It would be a loss for you, even if both teams die, because you died first.
Oh
I
God.
wonder how that works, because when it's defeated...
It's gonna be
it's
interesting to see, man. I mean, that one's okay. I get that one, right? That Han thing has just got my brain.
I guess because it can't defeat the enemy, so you would need one other non-droid there to
Yeah,
do like
just to do something. All right. Ship ability to swarm granted to Geo ships.
We've seen this before. I
Yeah, so it just does more damage. So
Geos
put your
are gonna be OP.
just put your Geos on defense. Have fun. Put them with Tarkin. They're gonna just. Oh God.
All this stuff is making me sad.
This Han Solo stuff, man. What?
All of it.
This-
The droids too. I think the droids are actually going to be
Holy buckets!
really
of-
annoying. And
I'm just thinking, my Han Solo's 12, Stormtrooper Han's 11, Captain Han's 11.
I'm sad at how they've kind of ruined territory wars.
I know. They just can't
They
leave.
really have made it like a practice grounds for Grand Arena. And they said it before, right? They were going to try and make territory wars fun and playful, but they've ruined it for the people that like the competitive aspect of territory wars and doing things as a team.
These ones, like my guild, for us, it's like when it's vanilla, it's all hands on deck. We're just engaged. It's fun, right? And we're looking at counters and what they put down and stuff. This last territory war was super close, and it was a lot of fun. It came down to the wire and stuff. But this stuff, we just kind of go. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't, because this is ridiculous.
Which is sad, right? Because there's people that I'm one of them that likes territory wars. Like, it was
I
my
do
favorite
too.
game mode.
I do too,
And I was okay with some of the bonuses. And I said this before, right? There's a novelty to what they did with the Clone Wars month, and I was happy with it. And I made the statement at the time: they have to be careful how often they put these buffs out, because at some point the novelty wears out and it just becomes annoying.
I know. I
And
mean,
these buffs are just getting to the point where they're just annoying. Like every other territory war is getting some stupid bonus, and it just ruins what territory wars was, which is one team against another team and trying to see who has the best strategy to beat the other team. And that's all gone. Now it's all being thrown in with Hans. Then you got these stupid clones, and you got these Geos, and it's every other territory war we
it's
see.
just it's hard.
It's ruined territory wars, and it's sad that they basically come out and said, yeah, territory wars isn't a competitive game mode anymore. It's basically a joke. We're going to treat it as a joke, and we hope you have fun with our joke.
Yeah.
And they have ruined territory wars.
This Han Solo stuff is ridiculous because you cannot do anything without killing Captain Han Solo first.
Yep.
Because if you go for anything else, which you may be forced to because Stormtrooper Han taunts, right? He's just going to revive.
Imagine putting regular Chewie on that team.
Oh my God.
Like
Imagine
remove one
putting
of the
young Han Solo and Vandor
remove
Chewie.
one of the Hans and just put Chewie on there.
You can put Vandor Chewie, and then he can res Captain Han Solo. Nathaniel Morgan was pointing that out before.
Oh God, that would be sick. Can you imagine
I
that?
think Captain Han Solo is a scoundrel still, right?
Yeah.
So
And the only thing
You have to
Annihilus
kill
could
Captain
annihilate
Han.
would be Captain Han.
Yeah, you have to kill him first, or you're just wasting your time with these other
yeah,
Hans.
but if you kill Captain Han, Vandor Chewie's gonna res, and if you kill Vandor Chewie, then Captain Han Solo can res him.
Will we
So-
have Darth Revan by then? I mean, will we have Malak by then?
No, it's only Han Alice cannot be defeated while Captain Han is active. So if you kill
Yeah, but
Vader,
Captain Han Solo has a res.
I know, but so if you can get him before him, but if not, then yeah, I don't know what to
They'll
say.
just keep on resing each other.
Oh God, yeah, oh my God. So good luck theory crafting for this bad boy. Holy moly in the friholy. Start your brains a ticking because this is gonna. Oh boy. All right. Oh boy, what a night for news. Just ingesting it all.
And the hits keep on coming.
Oh, we got more, right?
We have lots more. Yes,
Transmission received. I've recovered a damaged transition. Is this the one?
This eventually led to Malak. Yeah. So this was
Okay.
a crumb puzzle. They eventually led to Malak and like a picture that showed part of Darth Malak's kit. I saw some of the people asking in I think both chats where we're seeing the.
Yeah. So you can do that. Click on the puzzle, and then after you click on the puzzle, then you can click on the one that shows the Starforge that shows him with his like lightning hand, and then you can also then click on the one where CG Crumb says he's right about the kit one.
All right. So
there's like 3 in this thing.
all right, very cool. But the puzzle's been solved. We know what's coming.
Crap.
So server update 4.4.
This is just really quick. They
Yeah.
did a bunch of Grand Arena updates and all of that, and we'll put all the links in the description of the YouTube video.
Yeah, all the stuff that we're covering, guys, is just the news. So you guys can check all this out yourself in the forums, things of that nature. We got all this stuff linked, so you guys can check that stuff out yourself. God, I need a cigarette after reading all this crap. Holy balls!
You know what's sad? I've been watching the chat. There's a lot of people discouraged by all the Darth Malak stuff.
I really feel for you guys too. I was discouraged too. It's just.
And there's and the territory war stuff. I mean, Xylo is just getting annoyed too. All these crap bonuses and stuff. It's ruining territory wars. The novelty wears off. It was nice during that
Sure.
1 month, and they needed to space it out. But doing it every other territory war and stuff, it's just they've ruined their own game mode.
Yeah.
They've thoroughly ruined it.
I mean, this territory war. Don't be surprised if you see Hans up the yin yang first 2 territories. Just throwing it out there. Oh my God. Oh, just thinking about it makes my head spin. Well, let's move on to some other stuff, shall we? Oh.
Yeah.
So
how about we talk about our ACS weekend?
Let's talk about it because it was a great. You know what, Finn? God bless you, because what a great weekend. So let's talk about it. It was phenomenal, and I got to say, Disney puts on one hell of an event, and we're going to go through it. So I'm just going to go through as I remember how everything transpired. There's some funny stuff in there from just each day. And then if you guys want to interject something about that, then feel free. So feel free to stop me. So Friday, get picked up early morning by the lovely Miss McVenom and her wonderful husband who picked me up. And we were on our way, and we were just laughing and talking, listening to the Thrawn audiobook. And Finn, I think you got there early. You picked up Rondé and Rose first, right? So he had them, and then you guys went and registered. We made our way there. We went and got the hotel, got set up. Finn and them met us there, and then we went and had to go to the airport to get sailing. On the way there, Finn smashed his driver's side mirror. So daily mirror the whole way. It was funny because we finished just talking, all of a sudden, and we're just like, "Oh my God, what the hell was that?" Talk about waking you up, you know. So we got sailing. We went to Walgreens. We had to get a bunch of Gorilla Tape. So it could tape off the thing. And so we get back to the hotel, and then everybody's hooting and hollering. We're having a good old time. we had to go register. So we went to where was the event? The Vice area? No, not the Vice area. The sports area.
ESPN.
What
ESPN.
ESPN. All right, so the ESPN place, amazing, and there's just Star Wars stuff everywhere. Right? It was crazy how much Star Wars stuff was there, and so you had to go first register. So we went there to register, but they had. You went in, got your number, and then when you came out, they had all this stuff that you could buy for the race and stuff. And then they had where you can take pictures with, I want to say, it was Boba Fett and R2D2?
It was Boba Fett and R2D2, but Boba Fett line was too long.
They wouldn't let us get in. Damn, this is stupid. Dumb. But we got a picture with R2D2. It was really cool because I think Tiz touched it. She's like, oh my God, it's... and then
started going.
Yeah, and Tiz was like, "Oh, it's really moving." And then we had to go get our shirts, and on the way there was a bunch of First Order stormtroopers, which we'll get into. They were fantastic, interacting with people and stuff. So you went and got the shirt, more stuff you can get for the race. It was so many people. I mean, how it was 26, almost 27,000 people. It was 27,000 plus people that did that.
For the half marathon, I saw a number at 27,320.
Oh my God! So think about how many people that were for that event.
Well, because there's people there that went like the 5 and 10K that didn't do the half marathon.
No, so each day there was an event for each race. So I think
like
Friday
30...
was the 5K, Saturday was the 10K, Sunday was the half marathon.
It'd be 35 plus thousand
easily. So we did all that. Had to rush back. We had our get together with the ACS folks. I couldn't say enough kind words about Chris and Jessica. They were just phenomenal, and it's been a pleasure doing stuff with them, and I look forward to working with them in the future. They were so kind. They were so humble.
Was amazing all the way around,
they were so just humble and appreciative of everything we did for that organization. And we got cool bags. Do I have my bag? I think I do have my bag here. So we got these cool bags from them that say, "May the cure be with you." That was really nice that they gave us, and we got a bunch of other stuff. You can see my medals in the background for doing the marathon, but there's stuff like that all over the place where you got. So that was, and then we got back to the hotel. We signed a bunch of posters, and we kind of sat down and did some other stuff, which you guys will see later on. The whole time we're taking photos. Finn was the taskmaster, so that was Friday. Saturday, Finn, tell us what we did, because you were driving that train on us like you would not believe.
Well, the plan was just to do Hollywood Studios, but there's a lot of stuff there. So if you guys wanted to, so me personally, if I do like an amusement park in particular, right, the goal is to try and get as much done in that day as possible, because you only have the ticket for one day, and it's like $150 ticket when you go there. So why would I bother wasting time? So we did a lot of different things as we were going through there.
This is how amazing.
Guys like waiting in line.
This is how amazing Finn is. He had an itinerary per minute. What we were doing: 8 o'clock, wake up; 8:15, shower; 8:30, eat breakfast; 8:50, be on bus. Like, it was a detail.
We had to get to the park at 9.
We did.
Yeah, but walking around for 9 hours before we're doing a half marathon is not the smartest thing.
We didn't have to walk the entire time. We were going to stop.
Well, still, standing in line is worse than walking.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Friday night we did the Void. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, that virtual reality thing. Finn said we're doing this thing, and I'm like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? Doing what thing? He's like, you'll see. And we went there, and it was funny. So it's virtual reality. We all look like stormtroopers. It's freaky. And you're on Mustafar.
The virtual reality was epic.
It was incredible. Yeah. And so we did the event.
I had the smallest hands.
I know. You kept looking at his hands, and we're like...
My hands were like little.
He kept looking at his hands. So we did the event, and I'm not going to say what happens, but we told Tiss that we had beaten the event. She was like, what? I tricked her to go back and talk to him.
Yeah, we killed Darth Vader.
Yeah, we won. We beat the event. So if you guys get a chance to do that, I highly recommend it. The smells, the heat, the sounds, it was freaky how real that was. So that was Friday night. So Finn, Saturday, what did we do?
Well, so Saturday was all of that, and then we had to leave early, and go.
Well, what were the
sleep.
rides that we did on Saturday, right?
Oh, I mean, we did the Star Wars stuff. So the Star Wars had like a show. They had a couple of shows actually. They have 2 out in the open in Hollywood Studios. and they
March
have,
of
like,
the First
1
Order. When we got these on video on the Facebook page. So
Yeah,
March
they
of the
March
First
of the First Order, and then
Oh.
a Galaxy Far, Far Away
Oh,
show.
that
with
one
a lot of
gave
characters.
me the feels. If you are a Star Wars fan, that show is epic. All of us had the feels. I mean, it is incredibly good. We did Star Tours, right? Which was really cool. And we've got the Ewok place, and then we've got like the AT-AT outside. Really, really cool. We did the Aerosmith roller coaster ride, which is really, really epic. We got some funny pictures from that as well. We did
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror, which was fantastic. We did the Toy Story ride at the end of the day, which was funny. Not the highlight of my thing, but it was cool. You know, the big thing was we went to the Star Wars area, and this was funny as hell.
Not the Galaxy's Edge. This is kind of the
No,
area.
Galaxy
that they
Edge is
have.
not
It's
ready
called their
yet.
launch bay.
Yeah,
And
their launch
there's
bay. So
different
you go
stuff.
there, Star Wars stuff everywhere. It's fantastic. We got our pictures with Kylo Ren, which was funny as hell because he was all up in McVenum's grill. She was going, ee! She was terrified. It was so good. He was so evil and in character. I loved it. We went and saw Chewbacca, right? And they told me, do your Chewbacca stuff. So I went in there, I was like, "Meow, meow, meow." And he started doing it back to me, and I was talking to him. Then he finally was just patting me on the head. I'm like, oh, you know. And so we walk and take the picture, and he's like, he goes and just gives me the biggest hug. And we've got that photo as well. And then the funny thing is, we get out of the event, and we're walking, and there's a guy, and Grande noticed him. And he's like, we got a special event. Come on in. You guys have this special pass, so come on back. And we go back to, we don't know what's going on. We walk in, it's Kylo Ren again. And he doubles down on McVenom. It was so good. She was just freaked out. And like walking, she's walking out like his face is right there with her. Oh, God. And then we go outside. There's the first, we're going to the BB-8 event. And then there's First Order Stormtroopers there. And they make you line up, and then they just grab you. Whoever they want. They pick whoever they want. So they grabbed Stanley. They grabbed Grande. They grabbed like this 8-year-old, 9-year-old girl, and they grabbed some other random guy, right? And they started going through and messing with them. And then they get the Grande, and the guy goes, "Who is this?" "I know." And then they kicked him out.
They had to have read his shirt because they stopped and looked at him, and I think they were reading his shirt. They're like,
I think
no.
they did.
They're like, no.
I think they did read my stuff.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I threw that one on the ACS Discord. And I'm like, meme grande.
God. I mean, that's some of the highlights. We went to the Indiana Jones event. Finn and Mr. McVenom were extras in that event, which we got taped. It was funny as hell.
That was on Facebook Live, too.
Yeah, we got that on Facebook. So we were pretty exhausted. There's a picture of me at the end of the day just laying on the concrete waiting for the bus. And what was funny, a little girl saw that and she started laying next. She's like, I'm dead too, Mommy. So they got a picture of that happening. And then Sunday was a marathon. I'll let you guys talk about the marathon. It was pretty epic. Yeah.
It was great.
It was great. It really was. They had... I mean, what were your thoughts, Finn, on just doing the whole event and because they had scenes from the movies. They had like the Ewok battle from Endor. I know that had to motivate you, Finn, when you ran by that.
In all honesty, I was paying very little attention during that run. It's actually funny. So they have like photographers along the path, and I think about half of mine, because I was doing intervals for the most part. So every 2 minutes, I needed to make sure like I'm going at my jogging pace, and then I'm going at my fast walking pace. Half of my pictures are me like looking at my watch because I had like the timer going. So you just see me going like this, and then I was starting again. So I have so many pictures of me just looking at my wrist because I'm trying to go through intervals. So
yeah, it was so good. I mean,
yeah.
No, you just need to feel it. You just need to feel it. You just need to run, and you're like, you know what? I'm feeling a little winded. Let's walk.
Yeah.
Well,
And then,
I
okay, let's
practiced
run.
with the
No,
forced timing.
You can't
It
do it
worked
by
well,
the time.
but
but you can't do it by the time. There's too many people.
That's what screwed me over. Like when I was
You just have to
practicing, I
feel
was
it.
good, and I was good for the first 3-4 miles, and then you get stuck behind people, and it's oh god, like everything changed at that point. Once I hit mile 6, it had nothing to do with like my training or anything. You got stuck behind people. You have to walk more. It completely throws off your legs. Like that's
You have to readjust. I passed you somewhere. I don't know where, but I passed you.
Yeah,
somewhere.
you passed me.
It was you know, the staff. The staff were incredible. They had people, and a lot of people. Me and Rose were at the very back, and we were just passing people all over the place, right? On the side that were sick, throwing up because the heat was ungodly. It was 100% humidity. It wiped out people all over the place. But they had medical people on bikes riding. They had police everywhere. They were so nice. They were so humble. They were cheering
They did
you
a good
on.
job.
They did a really good job. I had police officers saluting me as I went by, saying, "Come on, Ranger, you can do it," you know, and I would salute them back. It was really, really cool. I can't say enough about the Disney staff and the event coordinators, and it was just an incredible event. The runners, you know, my hat's off to all of them. They were all there for different foundations. I saw from Make-A-Wish and different charities. These people went there in all forms of capacity to raise money for charity. And it's a humbling experience to see that many people, you know, doing that. And I can't say enough about the event. And then Sunday, we tried to go to Epcot. We did some stuff, but we were so sore and so tired. I basically was like, throw my hands. I'm like, let's just go get drunk.
Oh, it was way hot. It ended up. I looked at my
91, 92 degrees outside.
Yeah, it was like 90 degrees with humidity. And I was like, no, I'm done.
We tried, and we did do the one Epcot ride, which was really cool. But by that time, I was in so much pain. We were all in so much pain. I was like, let's get. You guys see the video of me laying there. My ankle had swollen up to the size of a balloon. It was pretty bad.
We're like, let's just go to BJ's.
Yeah, let's just get some alcohol in us. And then Finn did his alcohol drinking and stuff, and God bless him, he was amazing. So, it was really good. If you get a chance to do that, it's something I highly recommend. If you get a chance, it's a well worth event to do, and I was proud to be a part of it. I was proud to raise the money. And Finn, I mean, what we did speaks for itself, but it also speaks about our community. We love you guys. You guys are simply the best community out there. ACS recognizes how great you are. They were fighting like, but which times who would be on the streams and stuff, because they just think the world of what we do. I mean, we've blown out the record for streamers for raising money. I think, what was it, like 11,000?
I think it was somewhere around 11,000, and we did like 16. It's actually pretty cool that we're their like top raising streaming fundraisers for the American Cancer Society. So
yeah,
that's really cool.
So it was a great weekend. Lots of pictures, lots of events. Those are just the highlights. I'm not getting into all the details. There's funny stuff going on. I can't remember it all. I'm sure we have photos everywhere. We'll be looking back at the photos and be like, yeah, remember when that happened? Like, yeah, I remember that happened. Everybody it was great to meet everybody. I had met Finn, but I hadn't met everybody else. So it was really cool to meet everybody else. Big group of us, and we had all kinds of cool comments. Big shout out to Revenator, Finn Rhodes, Maz Kanata, Sword of the Jedi, all those folks that created those jerseys. We got so many compliments and people asking about that jersey and asking who we were. We were giving out the Stu Strong bracelets and stuff, so we were representing you guys the best we could, and people saw that jersey and were like, who are you guys? I even got a challenge coin from a veteran who saw that I was a Ranger, and he saw the jersey and found out what we did, and he gave me a challenge coin. If you're in the military, you know what that is.
Then he gave all of us challenge
after he talked to me, and I was like, get some, hook it up. And he made sure that everybody got a challenge coin. After the marathon, he went and found the ACS tent and gave Jessica all the challenge coins for everybody because he was so impressed with what we had done. You know, so big shout out to you guys. Anything else you guys want to talk about for the ACS event this weekend?
So Sandy says he wanted to see if we can go over how all of us did during the run.
So Tits didn't make it far. God bless her. She tried, but
she made it to like mile 2, right?
Yeah,
like
we caught up to her immediately. She was ahead of us, and surgery, guys. She tried. We caught up to Grande. I don't know how far you got Grande.
See, I think you caught up to me at like maybe mile 3 or 4. I don't know where it was.
Before that, I think, wasn't it? Because it was still nighttime we caught up to you, but
yeah, it was somewhere around like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then And then I stayed with a lady who was the pace setter for 345 for the finish at 345, and then she fell out.
That's
And
how
I-
hot it
and I-
was.
And I was like, I think that's a sign. We're just gonna take the bus back.
Yeah. Me and Rose, we got to 6.5.
6.5.
6.5,
Yeah.
and then my ankle just started going. And I just told him to go because I was slowing him down a little bit. And I stayed up for about, I think it was 8 miles, somewhere around there that I got to. The medical staff saw that I was limping. I got in a huge argument with them, and they were like, look, you don't have to prove anything, bro. Because they asked me, like, do you want to keep going? I'm like, yeah, either my leg's going to fall off or I'm going to finish this race. Those were my exact words. And there was 2 of them looking at me, and they were like, you're limping pretty bad. It's fine, man. Just get on the bus. It's cool. And so they stayed with me for a little bit, and finally they talked me, and they talked me down, basically, because I was sitting there going, dun, 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 no, got to finish the race. But they could see how bad I was. I was hurting, so they basically got me on the bus. So I didn't finish the race. So, but Rose finished.
I finished from the very back, like 2 minutes before the end of the hole where the people were coming up with balloons, and I ended up passing the 3:15 pace setter.
Yeah, it was pretty. And we got.
And came in 2 minutes after sailing.
The lesson is we learned that we need to be at the front next time so we could just chill out, because when you're at the
We
back,
started in like D.
you can't have any kind of No, we were the last ones. We were the last. We were H. Yeah, we need to start
we were
at
H,
D.
but we need to start
C or
in.
D,
We need to start in like crowd D.
Yeah,
which is
right in the
behind
middle. Yeah,
the people that are doing times.
yeah, and so we would have been. I probably could have. I don't know if I would have made it, but it would have been easier on everybody else. Because you would have had a little bit more leeway. But Mr. McVenna made it, Rose made it, Finn made it, and Stanley made it. So we had representatives. I basically got there the time that they were getting there. When I finally got on the bus and they got me there, was kind of at the end of the race. So they drove me up there. And as soon as I got off the bus, it just got to the ACS tent when everybody started showing up at the same time. So kind of worked out good. And then Xylo showed up with the apprentice. That was really cool. I had the apprentice with me. We were giving away free snacks, and we got lots of cool pictures of me and the apprentice. So one day we will rule the galaxy.
Yeah, shout out to the guys that showed up. So Rose Taco was there with us the entire weekend. One of my guildies and shard mates, Nose, showed up on Saturday and hung out with at Hollywood
with
Studios.
his little girl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then Xylo came out
with his wife and the apprentice
after the race on Sunday, and then Kashmir came out to Epcot and then to BJ's with us.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. We recorded that as well, so that was a lot of fun. So all in all, a very good event. So we're planning on what we want to do next. Maybe we'll do this again. I had a blast doing it. It was tiring, but it was worth it. I don't regret doing it. It was well worth the camaraderie, what we accomplished. So I'm proud of everybody on the team for giving it everything they had. We got a lot of great pictures, a lot of great memories, and we want to expand on that. Maybe get more people in the community involved. Make this a community thing. So we'll look at different ways we can do that, and maybe something else. But definitely worth it.
If we do it next year, I'm doing all 3. I'm doing the whole challenge.
I think I'm just going to do the 5 and 10K. And forget that half marathon, because
if we're doing this again, I think I would just do the half marathon. Actually,
you think so? Just the half marathon? I want to get those medals, man.
I'm gonna get all of them. I'm
Man,
gonna
they have
do
so
the
many
entire
medals.
challenge.
Yeah,
I
they
just
had
want to
medals.
improve on my time. So honestly, it's somewhat disappointing getting all those medals. I mean, you just get them for signing up. It's a little weird, but
Well, you also get shirts for finishing. There's things that distinguish you for like finishing.
I didn't get any shirt for finishing.
Stanley did.
Stanley
No,
bought
he
it.
bought it.
Oh, he bought
You
one.
have to buy the shirt, and I didn't
Oh.
want to buy it because I didn't want to jinx myself. So I
Oh,
don't
well,
have.
we'll figure it out.
But we'll see.
But but yeah. So we'll see what we're gonna do. Not do anything this year. I can tell you that we are done raising money for a little bit. We're a little tired, and we've been recovering. I'm still hurting. My ankle's gotten better, but it's still a pile of meat right now. So I'm getting. Wife's been doing some therapy on it. I've been icing it like mad because I can, once I get walking, it's fine. But it's still very tender and sore. So there's that. Creamy. All right, what's next, Dr. Finn?
I gave Grande the list of our shoutouts. We're doing it a little different order here.
Oh
yeah,
my God, I forgot Grande. Oh my God, guys, this is a special treat.
So these are for those of you guys that typed. I have to add 2 names for you here, Grande.
We have to give a caveat.
Oh
we have to
gosh,
give
here
a
we go.
Hold on, we have to.
And I'm going to add a couple names.
If you have never heard Grande say names,
yeah,
I'm telling you,
it's gonna be epic.
Just prepare for laughter. Now, where is it? Did you post these? I have to make. Someone has to.
They're in Finn stuff. They're at the very bottom of Finn stuff.
The very bottom of Finn stuff. Let me just check what he says here because T's not here to correct his reading. So, oh my God. Okay, here we go. Grande reads the shout out names. This is going to be. Oh boy.
All right, so here we go. So we have Andrew Kopka. We have App Ringo. We have Apropos Win. Atomic Fish, Bimatsu, Counter, Kante, I don't know how we say that.
Shalton.
Then we have Clone Troop 211, Commander Skywalker, Darth Tallywhack My Knacker, Darth Hideous, Darth Vader 87.
New name.
Denny Kane, Doja.
No. Try again.
Denny Crane, sorry. Denny Crane. Doja-san, DSP Durgan, Dylar's Twilight Tactics, Eric H. Then we have Force Master 77, Grande Verga, Grim, Harry Walsh, Helenex, Hogzilla, Jacob Baxter, Jason Hobby, Jason Hommel, Jason Krolick.
Yeah.
Krolak?
That's right.
Jedi Training, Bogus, Kashmir, then Kazakagi Too Easy, Kenobi Wan, Mali Maz.
No!
What?
It's not Kenobi one.
Miss Farquhar.
Go back and read that name correctly.
Which one?
It's not Kenobi one.
Kobe Wan.
Thank you. You said Kenobi one.
Okay. Miss Farquhar, Mitchell Cronin, Mos Def Isley, Mose Mike, Paco, Fat Tony, Raza Raza 972. I'll get it right eventually. Rose Taco, Vormax, Saintly Red, Shadow Val, Shay Locomotive, Slama MC.
No!
Salama.
Stama.
Buff.
Oh God! This guy just go around. I can't help it. I can't do it.
Suicide Squad, Sword of the Jedi. SWU, Epipheral Stern.
Very nice.
Takedown Games, Tangent Revolution. The Honkler.
That's a new name.
That's a new one. The Taco King 2. Tilo Mad 92. Vogue. Vito Anto. And Walter Arnold. Wargould 128. What else 73. Xylo 1111. And Dada Jordan. And then Twitch shoutouts. We have JBAXT7.
JBAX7.
And then Ocho Pulgadas. Okay, that works for me. And then RASTI Rastagi. Yes.
Rastigi. But okay. I have to say, Grande, that was a damn good job, my friend. Little slip-ups here and there. That was pretty damn good. If T was here, she'd give you an A. That was pretty good. A couple slip-ups here and there on some that I was not expecting. You got the tough ones. It was the easy ones. I'm like, no. Where you threw in a letter that did not exist and stuff. But for the most part, you did a pretty damn good job.
There you go. Okay.
Very nicely done, Grande. You can't.
Well, I wasn't preoccupied doing 6 things at one time.
Well,
That's usually-
I mean, I'm just saying. So,
All right. You want to blaze through questions?
yeah,
We'll get through as many questions as we can here, and maybe
And I'm sure there's
15 minutes?
a ton of them.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. So we'll do stuff on Discord afterwards. But in the meantime, we'll do as much as we can.
Rapid fire as many as we can, I guess.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the question list right now. So let's get this up. All right, we'll try to get as many as we can here in about 15 minutes, guys. So first question, what else 73? Do you think the reason Crumb's latest puzzle isn't solved yet is because NASA is dealing with the black hole picture instead?
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, they found it while we were doing it.
Black
so.
hole sun, won't you come?
What else 73? Since so much has changed, all bounty hunters being sufficiently geared up, what's the most optimal 2 bounty hunter team, and or would you add scoundrels to it?
He asked that at the lunch stream, I think.
Yeah, we're doing listening questions, Finn.
No, this was asked today at 8 p.m.
That's from
That's
Shadow
lunch.
Val?
No, from what else 73?
Oh, okay.
That's
Shadow Val asked that
swear
same
that
question
was,
at lunch.
yeah.
That's why I got it messed up. I think that the Bosk team needs a healer and a dispeller, and so that's why you've seen a lot of teams. You've seen a lot of teams with it where you add B2 or where you add like a shore trooper to it, and then the other teams need a taunt. I mean, it's pretty much once Bosk is gone, what kind of keeps what keeps that other team from being just obliterated, at least in PvP. In PvE content, I think you can knock it out of the park by running like something like an Ayla, or excuse me, an Ura Singh lead, or running like a Jango Fett lead. I think there's a lot there.
Outstanding.
All right. Next question, Fat Tony 99. How many crystals on average to gear a character to gear 11? And which 2 tunes are the easiest to gear between Mission Zalbar and T3?
Mission Zalbar are definitely easy. They're not bad at all.
I would say Mission Zalbar. Yeah, I would agree. T3 seems a little tougher.
But the thing is, T3 is probably easier to get. If he's talking about for the Darth Malak thing, T3 might be easier to get the GP up because he has more abilities. He doesn't need as much on the gear because you can level up all of his. He has 5 abilities, I think, versus is it 3 for Mission and 4 for Zalbar?
Could be.
Yeah, but he's still low GP.
I have 2 pieces. I'm 2 pieces away from gear 12, and I've already got him at the number.
Yeah, I mean, I think T3 is easier to get to the GP, but I would still probably focus on Mission and Zalbar because they're more useful.
I don't see how you're gonna. If the mission needs any kind of anything, how are you gonna do it without Mission and Zalbar?
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll see. I mean, it could just be a gear check in terms of a number, right? And then the
and then
event
it's
is just
basically
super easy.
auto once you get in there. I don't think they're gonna make it.
I don't
like
think
that.
so either because they said it was going to be difficult, but I mean, it's hard to tell. Hellenix, being the event begins Friday, what should we do if a few of our tunes are at 15.5k?
You're gonna just need to push as good as you can on the gear. I mean, I've got 2 characters that still need to make it, potentially 3, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna take me a little bit. It's probably gonna take me a couple $100. I still think it's weekly shipments, man. Weekly shipments is where you're gonna get it between now and the next couple of hours, the next day and a little bit.
So one thing on gear through the weekly shipments, what I did notice with the Darth Revan event, if you buy the stun gun salvage pieces, you're spending 200 crystals more than if you bought the piece outright.
Right.
If you buy those stun guns with the 1400 crystal Carbonti, if you add all that, it's 2800 crystals. But the full piece is only 2575. And it's even cheaper if you buy the blue stun gun prototype that's not salvage, because that's only 1275 plus your 1400. It's cheaper that way too.
It all depends on how far you are, right?
Yeah.
Weekly shipments won't give me the full pieces I need. Well, then you're gonna have to wait till the you're gonna have to wait till it refreshes, man. I don't know what to tell you, and hopefully you can get it then. It's tough. It's
Yeah.
really tough.
Kashmir
I bought a lot of crap out of there, though, man. I
Yeah.
bought a lot of crap out of
And
there.
a lot of people are probably going to be buying a lot of crap out of there here. Kashmir just wanted to say he had a great weekend and he had lots of fun, and thank you to the Archie community. Well, thank you for coming out, Kashmir.
Yes, very much so, man. We appreciate you coming by, man. It was great to meet you, and look forward to seeing you again, my friend.
SWU Efrol Stern question: how do y'all mod the members of the Triumvirate to be part of the EP counter to the Darth Revan team?
How do you mod what?
The
Triumvirate as a part of the EP counter team to Darth Revan.
You need Trey to go relatively fast. I mean, you're basically relying on Sith Trooper to take a good portion of the damage. Everybody's, relatively speedy,
Yeah.
especially Nihilus.
So would you do more protection on Sith Trooper or do like defense? So
I'd
he
probably
takes
do
less damage.
I'd probably do a little of both. Like I'd run a defense triangle and a protection cross or something.
Then like a crit avoidance.
Probably, I'd probably
arrow.
run a crit avoidance arrow. Yeah.
All right. Next question, Doc Ariok. Question: do I Zeta Juhani? She's the only tank for Darth Revan. I like her Zeta, but I know not everyone does. But I'm really focused on that team. I know it's kind of it's a very specific Zeta for that team, so it's not one I would recommend for anybody that has other characters they need to work on. But
When we played the event before, right? When we played the event before, everybody was losing Karth way too early. It's going to be your characters with low. It's a PvE style event, right? And in a PvE style event, you're gonna lose your low DPS characters, your low health, your low HP characters first, and so that's really where you're at. The first focus is get every character to that 17.5k mark, right? After you get them to 17 or 17.5k, I would literally just stop everything and wait.
Yeah.
Because at that point we don't know what's needed.
yeah,
agree.
if you're gonna do anything, do it because you're gonna work on the characters, not just because of especially Zetas, right? You don't want to use it just.
I mean, I threw a Zeta on Zalbar to get him over the number. Why? I already knew I was going to put him as a Zeta on Zalbar, right? I mean, it already made sense for me to put him, and I'll probably end up putting a Zeta on Mission as well because, I know I'm going to end up using Mission and Zalbar for a long time. They make 2 or 3 teams, man.
Yep.
Bones Jones 159 asks, I don't understand what they mean by power.
So if you go into
GP.
if you go into any character at the top, right above the head of the character, it will tell you the power of the character, and you are looking for 17,500 as the power in order to enter the event.
Yep.
Nathaniel Morgan question: should I cease my 3x5 or 3x50 regular energy refreshes and divert all my resources to gear? Hashtag I did not do my 600.
It depends on where you're at,
Yeah,
right?
the big call.
I think it really depends on where you're at. The other thing too is we've only got a day or 2 days. You're gonna have to buy gear at this point if you're not close.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to farm the gear in a day or day and a half or 2 days or whatever it is. There's not enough time.
Not even close.
I mean, if they came out and said this event was on the 22nd, then we'd be talking about, okay, you could farm a piece and buy a piece. No, straight up, dude. You're gonna
Use your crystals.
You're gonna have to use crystals, and I really think this is gonna be the whale shop.
Pretty much.
And you're gonna be buying it, and you're not even gonna care about it. Hey, this piece is not the best piece or whatever. I'm gonna tell you right now, I bought pieces that I normally would not have considered buying because I needed them to get. I got 2 characters sitting 1 piece away from gear 12, and I've got one character sitting 2 pieces away from gear 12, and so we're just gonna have to see how it goes, right? I just do the best I can.
Well, Ranger's a whale now.
Yeah.
Next question is from Grim, and he says, in the forums, a guy pointed out a disturbing thing. the event description says that this is an achievement to unlock Malak. Well, what if it ends up like the spring event where you only have one shot?
It's not going to be. It's going to be a repeat event.
No, it'll be a
It's gonna
repeat.
a repeat event.
Yeah.
By the way, you'll notice they got rid of the spring event.
Mm-hmm. Finally. That was one of the most annoying things for people that didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: does the Bastila buff make her sufficiently better than any other fifth on a Jedi Knight Revan team, or to not run Bastila Elite team?
So that's
That's
an
a
interesting
great point,
concept,
yeah.
right? A lot of people have been splitting their teams up, right, and running, running a Jedi Revan team and then also running a Bastila team. You're going to be pretty hard pressed to tell me that there's anything better than a Bastila-led team to go up against Night Sisters in TW and GA. So I'm going to tell you that unless you've got a surefire way for your guild to beat Night Sisters, you could easily say, I understand they're a duo, but I'm going to leave her on her own team. Especially if you have enough Jedis to fill up.
It just depends on where your roster is too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
where
really
Can't
depends.
JTR beat Night Sister? When Night Sisters were in the meta, I could have swore I used.
I mean,
JTR to beat them.
Treya team could easily beat the snot out of. There's teams that can do it.
The problem is you got to remember Night Sisters have changed twice
Yes,
since they
it's
were
true.
arena meta.
Sith
right?
and Spirit has really changed the dynamic of that team too.
Spirit has changed the dynamic. The rework to Zombie has changed the dynamic. The rework to Old Daka has changed the dynamic. I'm just going to tell you, I think I would not tell someone to run JTR now as a counter, because you got this double auto revive thing you didn't have before.
Yeah, that's the thing. I usually, when I see a team like that, I just go in with my trade team.
Right.
I don't even screw
But-
around. Especially because a lot of times they have Nest on
I'm
there.
telling you, I typically have something harder I need to use Treya against.
I typically don't, but again, it's a great point, Grinded, because everybody's Grand Arena is different than who you're facing.
Everybody's Grand Arena is different, but if I'm saying I got to save Treyas for Revens, right? I got to save Treya for, I got to trade. That's pretty much what I got to save it for, right? I'm saving a Treya team for Revan, or I'm saving a Treya team for Darkside Revan, right? If they show up, it means I've got to be able to beat Night Sisters with something that's not Treya or Revan.
Yeah. All right, next question, Finn.
Next question from McTweet. What is your opinion on the turn order for a Darth Revan team?
Great question.
I think if we look at speeds on that team,
I've got to
You gotta
remod
get
my team for speed, which we will be doing too. So, I think.
We'll try on Friday, probably.
Yeah, Friday we'll do that. Well, we got the Malak event too, so oh god.
I'm going to tell you right now, I think you're going to have a really hard time having anyone go faster than Darth Revan.
Mm-hmm.
Might be able to get Sith Assassin to go faster than Darth Revan, but that's about it. So there is a 12 speed difference between Bastila Shan Fallen and Darth Revan. You're never going to get there. You might be able to get Sith Assassin to go first if you're running Sith Assassin. You're never going to get any of the others even close, right? And so the next thing is are you running Trey on that team? Are you running Thrawn on that team? If you're running Thrawn on that team, Thrawn will go first.
All right. We have two more questions here. Apparingo question. Could it be like Territory Wars and Grand Arena that when you change it changes applied to the gear and mods don't apply within the event?
I don't know. I don't understand this question.
Could it be like Territory Wars Grand Arena, then when you enter changes applied to gear, Z's or mods won't apply within the event? So I assume he's asking, do you get preset characters and all you need is the 17,500 and you get event characters for everything?
It's
No
possible,
way.
but I doubt it.
No.
The best
You
thing,
might
the
get
most
an
thing you'd get
Revan
is
or an Darth Revan,
an
that's
event
it.
Revan, and that's it. Because
Yeah.
they didn't say you needed Revan.
They
Yeah,
said you needed Darth Revan.
They said for Darth Revan, you need these 4 characters.
Yeah,
And
so
for
they
Jedi
might
They say
Knight
you
Revan.
needed Darth Revan or Jedi Knight Revan. They'll probably
Are you
give you
sure?
those.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring up the post again because I'm pretty sure it said you needed. The second battle will require Darth Revan, with any 4 of the characters used to unlock Darth Revan. So it actually says that one you require Darth Revan.
Yeah,
the other one,
it could very easily give you an event Darth Revan and an event.
yeah, it could. I'm just saying the wording is weird because for Jedi Knight Revan, it just said Malak
Again, we're
you
reading
face
way too
Malak
much into
used
the
Jedi
minutia.
Knight Revan,
Yeah.
and then for Darth, it says you're required to have Darth Revan. So it's weird. And there you go, Thane Kyrell. I have an issue with wording. Okay.
Most people are probably gonna not have a problem with the 17.5K on Revan or Darth Revan if they have them. They will have a problem on those other 4 characters we talked about.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
I
sure.
know there's people that are still
Yeah.
having
Oh.
issues getting that new piece of gear for the Darth
No.
Revan.
That could be the case too. Some people just
Yeah.
didn't have the crystals and free to play.
Yeah,
that are
yeah,
yeah.
still
You
working
could,
on
you
that,
could
yeah.
probably get them there with trip Zetas. And
Well, the
not
trip
even-
Zetas, if you have them, it's going to be it, but it's still going to
Maybe,
be a
yeah.
gear check. So I mean, if your Revan's really squishy,
Yeah, it's going to be the 4 supporting characters.
you know. But if you've got your team, I think if you've got Bastila and HK rocking and rolling along with Revan, you're not going to have any problems on the dark side. I mean, the light side's going to be. I mean, at this point, if you are running Jedi Knight Revan, it's going to have great mods. It's your
Aparengo is asking whether or not the characters are going to lock on the Friday at the start of the event.
No,
Oh,
I
no,
doubt
no,
it.
not
You
until
can't
you-
work on it after.
I doubt it. I
That's
doubt
gonna
it.
be
No
very.
way.
I doubt it.
You have to actually do something actively in order to queue up for the events for like Territory Wars and Grand Arena, right? And that's
Yeah,
when they
this is
lock
gonna
in
be
your
on the
stuff.
events table. We've never had
Exactly.
anything like that
Yeah.
happen before.
Yeah, no. That's very unlikely to happen.
Yeah.
And then Bradzo Swuggo, last question. My Zalbarn mission are both Gear 5 and Ordo is Gear 11, but only 16,371 power. Should I try to go all in on Malak?
You need it. You're gonna have to drop a.
You're
You're gonna have to probably drop a couple $100.
Unless you have a bunch of crystals or something saved up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Mission and Zalbar are not the easiest to gear up.
That team, I went through 1,000 core bounties. The register between that and Revan are just 1,000 core bounties, and it's on the stream. You can see me when I'm gearing. I'd already geared them up
Don't
to a
forget,
point.
guys. I mean, if you've got some Zetas left, you can Zeta a character and they gain like 2,000 power.
Yeah,
So a lot of you guys that are within 2,000, you know, and you've got a couple Zetas, and you were already thinking you were going to Zeta Zalbar and you were going to Zeta Mission. Zeta Zalbar and Mission, man, and you'll probably get there. I cannot recommend to anyone to Zeta Juhani or Canderous Ordo.
no.
I'm not saying they're bad Zetas. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it for this event.
I did it yesterday.
Yes, but
Zalbar
you
and
did-
Kander.
But you're
Right. But you did it because you already were going to do them to make a team.
right. Yeah, I was already there, so I'm just lucky that I'm close enough to where I'll be able to do the event for you guys. I'd already Vision Zalbar were already done because I was doing the Kira Stall team, and I'd already done the Zeta mission. So
Again, right, if you were going to Zeta one or the other, I would probably Zeta Mission, and then I'd probably Zeta Zalbar and then Gear Mission. But you could do it the other way around.
what's my
All right, that was it for questions.
Yep, he's 17,605, so he's good to go. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go hop in Discord. I'm going to go hop in Discord so I can really speak my mind.
Come on, Ultimate.
Yes, Jesus. So I'm going to go do that. So if you have more questions, guys, one event, just this is the place to be, is our Discord. It's linked down below. You're more than welcome to join us there. Come join the community. We've got a lot of great folks, and I'll be able to really speak my piece about this nonsense. Also, if you could, let me pull it up. One thing we want to do is we want to shout out our Patreons. These people give, like Rose Taco.
Our gold
That's
patrons,
me.
yeah.
These are our
Our
gold
gold
patrons.
patrons are great supporters.
Yes,
and
Moss Kanata, who I shout out earlier. Rose, of course, he's ridiculous. You're the man, Rose. But all these guys give above and beyond because they support the channel, what we're doing. If you'd like to become and we love all our patrons, that's why we scroll your names up top there. But these guys go a little bit more. They give the most, and we really appreciate it. If you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, you can check out our Patreon link below. And if you like the content, that's the best way to do it. That being
I do want to make a quick announcement about the Patreon too. If you guys check it out, we do have the goals set up on the Patreon, so you guys know what we're kind of spending all the money and stuff on. And we hit our 475 goal, which gives us what we need in order to do all of our monthly like subscriptions for all the tech and stuff that we use and our video conferencing and all that. We have a next goal of 675, which gets us the ability to do more of our charity stuff. The money will be put away, and we had a big difference between last year and this year. Last year we were able to raise over $10,000 thanks to you guys. This year we went over 16,000, and part of that was because of all of you guys that donated to the initial GoFundMe to help us with a little bit of overhead, and that 2,500 really went a long way in our overall process. And so we want to try and keep that going, and so the next goal in our Patreon is all kind of going to help us do these charity events each year, get a little bit of the overhead, and be able to do good charity fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or whatever it is.
All right. So with that, if you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch if you haven't already. If you got a Twitch account, you can follow us there. We live stream all the time, like we mentioned. You can see it up there. Lunch stream is from Monday through Friday from 12 to whenever we get done. Wednesdays is, of course, this show. Saturday, we'll be back with the Jedi Academy, where we bring the best and the brightest game changers of YouTube together, like Remon, Warrior. I mean, the list goes on and on of all the great people we have on there. Jedi Master Dastra. So it's a who's who of the community, and we do that every Saturday. That'll be back this Saturday. Looking forward to getting everybody together, especially with this week. Holy moly in the frijoles. And then we have other stuff that we do. Tuesdays and Fridays I'm doing Battlefront, so we do Battlefront streams. Thursdays.
Except this Friday, right?
Oh, I know, right? Maybe that might be up in the air because of all this stuff. So yeah, good point. Typically Tuesdays and Fridays is Battlefront. That might be changing. Sunday is, of course, our D&D game, which will be back hard and heavy on that on Sunday. And then Thursdays we have Tactical Monsters. Tuesday nights we have PC Gaming Night, where they play different PC games. Monday, Stanley's been doing a lot of cool stuff and playing different games like KOTOR, things of that nature. So come join us in our Discord. Come hang out. We're going to head there right now. But make sure you follow us, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Leave comments. We'd love to get your feedback. So with that being said, on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys for stopping in. We love you guys. Appreciate all your support. And we will see you in the Discord. Peace.